Good evening and welcome to the Good Faith Podcast, where we maneuver around toxic debauchery, attempting to find spiritual harmony with our fellow man and unpack rationalized caustic degeneracy. I'm your host, Ninja Bullet. We understand you could have been a million other places tonight, and that time is the most precious commodity any of us have. So from the bottom of our heart, we'd like to share our gratitude with each and every one of our viewers, listeners, and guests. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. Due to the sensitive nature of some of our discussion topics, we hope you will shield younger ears from some of the vulgarity and profanity that may be spewed here. It must be additionally noted that the views expressed by the panel are not necessarily the views held by the Good Faith Podcast, and we are not liable for any results incurred by the utilization of our advice, nor are we a fiduciary and assume no culpability of investment performance as a result of following our financial advice. Our simple aim is to entertain and to inform. Anybody living in the greater Philadelphia area interested in making an appearance on our show can reach me in a DM on Facebook or Instagram at Christopher Bullet. That's also my Venmo if you're interested in making a campaign contribution to facilitate our meteoric rise to the top. This is your notification that the Good Faith Podcast is now available on not only YouTube, but Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcasts, Listen Notes, and RSS.com. We're going to continue pushing out these episodes and improving our craft. Sorry. I'm sorry.
MRD's 1117 said, "Hey."
Yo, what up, Nasty? How you doing, boy? Wait, I just want to have these things queued up. Here we go. We're going to continue pushing out these episodes and improving our craft so long as our following and fellowship continues to grow. If you're interested in becoming a paid subscriber to our Patreon, we offer 2 paid tiers. Tier 1 dorks and Tier 2 thugs. Our gratitude will be immeasurable to any paying customers, and to any freeloaders, get fucked, ho. As a candidate of the people, I solemnly swear I won't misappropriate the funds. I won't spend them at Myrtle Beach golf courses. I won't gas up corporate jet to fly to Tulum. I won't fund arms dealers in the Middle East, and with Stinger missiles and Harrier jets. I won't buy stupid shit.
I open a savings account in your name. That way, 500 years later, it'll be worth billions. Billions.
Oh, I like mine.
In all seriousness, times are tough, and any proceeds we receive at the Good Faith Podcast will be going towards avoiding eviction, keeping the lights on, medicating Clark with all of his health concerns, and feeding our gracious guests. Once again, if you feel that you've been given value by us, it takes a little extra effort to subscribe and leave a comment singing our praises. If you don't like and subscribe and you're part of our audience, you're a hoe. The quickest path to notoriety will be for our listeners to spread the good word of the pod. If you have somebody in mind who would agree with our content, may be informed, or even if you want to ridicule us, send a link to your friends and family. All publicity is good publicity. Our objective is to have balance between the red and the blue. So if you have somebody in mind who enjoys listening to pods, please spread our channel. If you're interested in joining our movement, we represent the hashtag Iriobiamo. Journey's better at saying this part than me.
It's your thing. Why can't you pronounce it?
Because I can't. What is it?
Iriobiamo.
It's okay to show love and tolerance to anybody with an aligned opinion. Feel free to disrespect anybody whose opinion doesn't mirror yours and to treat them with contempt and bratty toxicity. After all, respect is only earned by someone with an identical belief system as your own. Hashtag
Iriobiamo.
This is one last reminder. Sorry, let me just cue this up. Here we go. One last reminder for our panelists to posture their bodies and direct their voices straight into the microphone. Our monetization depends directly upon the sound quality of our show. When our commenters chime in, it will come through as a highly complex AI voice named Gladys. and I'm going to express my displeasure about whitewashing the AI chatbot. Is anybody here? Kelly, you want to talk about Punjabi right now?
I mean, Punjabi
Into
was.
the mic, into the mic.
Sorry, Punjabi was kind of where it's at. It's
Closer.
closer.
Yeah.
So I'm
Get
gonna
right
I'm
up
gonna
in
start
there.
a new hashtag tonight. The hashtag is
Bring back
hashtag,
Punjabi.
hashtag long live Punjabi.
LLP.
And if you can't understand them, then you're just uncultured swine.
Yes, facts. Can we please get candlelights and RIPs in the chat for Punjabi, please? Even if you're in the middle of the most profound thought of your life, guys, if El Gato or Whitey begin speaking, we ask that you sharply cut out any communications that enhance the seamless, audible coherence of the show. A trick I heard from one of our incredible listeners is to imagine a grapefruit between the microphone and your lips. You should never leave more space between the mic and your lips than a grapefruit, where the pod will be scuffed, and in the event that occurs, may death and dishonor beget your entire bloodline.
All you're going to do is make a nice hole in the middle of the grapefruit. Now, if you take it and make it too big, that's okay, because you can always squeeze your hands like the muscles of your vagina. And if you make it too tight, all you have to do is take your finger and push the flesh back. It's just grapefruit. Now, when you grapefruit your man, he has to be blindfolded. There's no ands, ifs, buts about it. Why? You came to the bedroom with a grapefruit. What is your man going to say? What are you going to do with that? Is it going to burn and all that other thing? So you don't want any of that. So this is what you do. Say, baby, you know what? Tonight, I want to do something a little freakier. I want to suck your dick blindfolded. Your man will blindfold himself if he knows he's going to get some head. So now, your man is in the bed. You have the grapefruit already prepared under the bed. You smell the citrus in the air. He thinks you have on some Victoria's Secrets or something. He has no idea. And what you're going to do is be a woman of your word. Now, you have to get his penis erect. So what you're going to do is just suck his dick. That's what you said you were going to do. Once he's nice and erect, what you're going to do is replace the grapefruit from your mouth. You're going to twist up and down on the shaft and suck the head at the same time. Now, ladies, remember, grapefruit is also a fat burner, so you actually losing weight while you're sucking his dick.
All right, everybody keep that in mind when you're posturing your voices into the microphone. And can I have you guys like scoot in? So this is basically like the very middle of the camera. So like anything further out is going to be like harder to see and shit like that. Is this good? Yes, yeah, everyone's good. Yeah, just like all right. Now I'm gonna introduce our guests. I'll start over here. Would you please tell me your name, age, occupation, and highest level of education completed?
What's going on? My name is Dan, aka Dirty Dan. My age is 32. I work at a produce and garden center. I water flowers all day. And what was the last one?
Your highest level of education.
And I have my GED.
Oh, right.
Which one of you fellas is the real Dirty Dan?
K-Ben said, "Hi guys, this see a beautiful woman sitting in blue in the back." K-Ben said, "I."
That is Kate. Devin's Kate. Can you guys understand Gladys?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Hey, what's up? I'm Nathaniel, and I work at ERS. So I do landscaping at landfills around Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and I haven't even graduated high school.
All right. Wait, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Oh, okay. Jeremy?
I'm Cherney, according to Chris over here. I'm 32. I'm an account services rep at American Heritage Federal Credit Union, and I have a bachelor's in accounting.
All right. Remember the grapefruit.
My name is Kelly. I am 34 years old. I am currently in between jobs at the moment, and I had some college experience.
You could like turn that thing. Yeah.
Connor, I'm 30. I work in aviation and I have some college.
Aviation. You're gonna have to go more into depth than that.
Flying at G6.
Do you?
He makes those Jesus.
Yo, I need to get that sound, buddy. Fly like a G6. All right, and all. Here, scoot in. Come on. Don't be
Hey,
shy.
guys. No, someone see it from a mirror, so I don't want to
Yeah,
double on
they can see you
myself.
through the mirror anyway.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Augustina. Age is 35. What is it?
There. This is what you look like.
Yes. Yes, I'm
What you
double
look
me.
like.
Yeah. My occupation is a part-time interpreter, work in healthcare mostly. Sometimes for legal, which is I don't like it. That's okay. Highest education, I master of music. Nothing else.
All right. And hi, I'm Ninja Bullock, and my age is 33. My occupation is I'm a life skills coach, and now this is kind of becoming a little bit of a job. I'm also a face painter and photographer and a podcast host. My highest level of education completed is an associate's degree in liberal arts. So now I want to go around the table, ask you guys your relationship status and duration of your longest relationship. Are you, listen up, single, married, engaged, divorced, separated, annulled, monogamous, long-term relationship, domestic partnership, civil union, situationship, friends with benefit, polycule, throuple, swingers, sex cult? And I'll start. I am I'm single. I mean, we joke a lot that Cherney and I are in a domestic partnership, and it's kind of true.
I'm married.
Caveman said, married, 18 years together, 8 years married, sometimes sex cult too.
Married, the longest, I think, is 8 years. I think.
Caveman said, I love you all.
I love you.
Love,
Yeah, we
love
love
you, Kate.
Con man.
Single, and longest was a whopping 6 months.
So this is Kelly, and I am currently in a relationship. We've been together about a year and a half, living together currently, but my longest relationship was about 5 years.
Cherney, single, and my longest is about 7 years.
Nathaniel, I'm in a long distance relationship right now. It's also long term, but it's a little complicated because we were together for like 6 years, but we broke up for like 2 or 3, and we just recently got back together.
Let's go on, Dan, once more. And I am divorced as of the 23rd of September, and we were together for 9 years.
Congratulations.
All right, now I want to know about your orientation. Are you hetero, homo, bi, tri, curious, ace, grace, trans, pans, auto, demi, sapio, omni, poly, fluid, scolio, spec? I am heterosexual. I'll just say that much. Dan?
What is spec?
What is scolio?
Yeah, I have a lot of questions
Is that
about
like
a lot of
Where
those.
does that combine?
Sclerosis,
All right, if anybody needs
I think of scoliosis.
if anybody needs a device,
The curved
if
spine.
anybody needs a device for their own research, let me know. If anybody needs the Wi-Fi password, let me know. It's not that I will not provide you with the information that you need. It's just that I got a lot of things going on, so it's like really difficult for me to like multitask. But
I can write it on the whiteboard.
what is spec? Spec is an umbrella term for people who experience little to no sexual or romantic attraction, or have a low or infrequent level of attraction. A spec can also refer to an asexual or aromantic spectrum. So it's just fucking redundant. I had ace on there.
I take it off.
Well, anyway, I'm heterosexual.
Yeah, I'm heterosexual too, but like I don't know. I can admit when a guy looks good. You know.
I'm demi and heterosexual.
Do I look good?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
I am heterosexual, but also think I can't help if a girl looks good either.
Right.
I'm homosexual.
Horrible things.
Hetero.
All right. Now, I want to know about your spiritual beliefs. Are you Christian, Catholic, Protestant, Methodist, Baptist, non-denominational, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, atheist, agnostic, Buddhist, Mormon, Scientologist, polytheist, pagan, satanic cultist, witchcraft, wizardry, flying spaghetti monster, sky daddy, Nordic Viking deity? And I would say that I am I think I'm like a non-denominational Christian, maybe I'm a non-denominational Christian.
To me, it's kind of like an open world because I have no idea. Because right now I'm going to church, so I will say the same thing, non-denominational. And before that, like my family loved Buddhist, so like I believe it, but like I'm not quite into that. But yeah, go to church good.
Say I'm atheist.
My family was, we grew up Catholic, and I went to a private Catholic school up until 3rd grade until we moved to Maryland. Ever since then, I'm totally flying spaghetti monster.
What do you got against this? What is it, Space Daddy? Why not Space Daddy?
Is the space Pope reptilian?
No, he's like Dumbledore.
I don't know much about that, but that sounds very intriguing, and I would like to learn more.
Tell us more about the flying spaghetti monster.
Do you worship it?
I wouldn't say that I have a shrine. I guess
said Catholic, but have become more spiritual and energy in my old age.
Love it. I love to hear it. Thanks for chiming in, Kate. I love
so
it.
old.
Hey, what?
Whoa! Hey.
No, I guess you could say that I'm on the fence with my spirituality and religion. For a while, like I said, I grew up Catholic. Kind of got out of it. I was atheist for a while, but I guess I'm on the. Thank you. I think I'm on the fence of more agnostic, but I am not against a flying spaghetti monster.
Caveman said, "I love you, no prob. Kel, we're getting up there, but you still sexy as hell. Smiling face with hearts. Smiling face with hearts. Smiling face with hearts."
I'm agnostic.
I like the spirit of the universe and energy, but I think the closest thing that makes sense to me would be Druidism. You know, the closest thing we have to
Druidism. I'll have to add this.
Yeah.
What is? Can you explain Druidism?
Well, Druidism is the closest thing we have to a god is the planet that we live on, which just makes sense to me. You know, and we take certain aspects of nature and try to reflect them upon ourselves to better ourselves as people.
I like that.
Like the strength of a bear. You know, the salmon's actually a big thing in Druidism.
Okay.
I hate fish.
They're more animals.
Dirty Dan.
I'm going to start off by saying surviving is the coward's way, so death is what I choose, which is a motto of the Vikings. So I believe in paganism. I believe in
Kelly
Odin.
Buick said, "Hi all, Mom here."
Hey, Mom.
So I believe in Odin, Thor, Loki, and Freya.
Okay.
Valhalla.
And now I want to know about your political affiliation. Are you a Democrat, a Republican, Independent, Democratic Socialist, Libertarian, Green Party, Tea Party, Communist, Marxist, Anarchist? And I'm fucking saving the best for last. I'm an anarchist. I mean, one thing about chaos is it's fair.
To me, it's moderate. But well, first of all, because I am a immigrant, so first of all, I cannot do anything with the political things, but keep moderate. Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was not paying attention. What did you say? You said a moderate?
Yeah, moderate.
Moderate.
He
Okay.
doesn't listen when women talk.
Technically, that's typically it's crazy. Not listening to what I say.
No, I am. I am. Like I said, if I ever see unengaged, it's not because I'm unengaged with my podcast. It's because I'm like juggling a million things at one time, and I'm trying to just make sure the show comes together smoothly.
His keyboard lights up. It's very distracting.
Yeah, but it's fun to say that you're Misogynistic.
The patriarch.
I'm a registered Democrat, but I put my political beliefs to the left of the current Democratic Party.
Wait, to the left or to the right?
To the left. I don't think they're progressive enough.
So like what?
What's W the glasses inside Chris? I thought those days were over.
Yeah, I want to look like a fucking
Grandpa.
I don't know. I just like just trying to look different. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like everything, every part of this podcast is subject to change or whatever based on viewer appreciation.
And apparently he's
You should do a Halloween special with Halloween costumes.
Wait, so what could be more left than the current democratic regime? Like, are you trying to have like American citizens
Joseph
shelter?
Fowler said, waving hand.
Yo, what up, Joe? Or what could possibly be more left than the current regime? Like, would you want us like housing immigrants?
No, just provide for the citizens that are here. Just basic services. Infrastructure, healthcare.
Do you think that's more left than the current regime?
No, they're not doing it.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like, all right, sure, but I'm not sure if any alignment can benefit all of the people, Well, okay.
All right.
Good talk.
Good debate.
Kelly?
I am independent, so I'm like smack dab in the middle.
I'm a democratic socialist.
So in Pennsylvania, it's actually a swing state. So we get blasted by a lot of propaganda here. Like, like some places are locked in, like Alabama will always be red and like California will always be blue. But here in Pennsylvania, we get blasted by both sides. So I was really with Trump in the beginning because he says really funny things and I'm down for that. But lately, these Kamala Harris ads have really started to get to me, like with the more money in my pocket thing, and like the working class. And I'm kind of ashamed to admit it. But actually, I'm really like libertarian, I would say. Let the people do whatever they want as long as it's not hurting anybody else. Legalize crystal meth.
No. Disavow.
Yeah. So technically, I'm not a Democrat nor a Republican, but if I were to swing to one side, I would have to go with Donald Trump because, in all honesty, some of the stuff, it's like you're spitting bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what you do in a debate. You just spit bullshit and like make all these false promises. And that's all I hear is Kamala Harris making all these fucking false promises on Spotify when I'm trying to listen to a day to remember.
Said, I'm with you, Dan. I think that is your name. I apologize if not.
It's Dirty Dan specifically. So you think Trump doesn't spew any bullshit?
Trump straight up said, I don't care. I just want your vote.
K-Ben said, Dirty Dan
He
Ross.
definitely cares.
I don't care. I just want your vote. I don't care about
So
you. I
that's
just want your vote.
bullshit right there. 'Cause
I don't-
he definitely
He said, I don't care about you. I just want your vote.
The way I
Why
You
see
know?
did
it,
he say that?
Kamala has been in office for the last 4 years.
Right.
So what changes is she going to make if she's been in office the last 4 years?
Vice
Yeah.
President
Oh,
doesn't do
and to
anything.
sit
Why
there-
is that? It's the
And
president.
Sleepy Joe does.
Yeah, he
He's
made
in control.
Yeah.
And to sit there and
He
say
has
there's
more
nobody
power.
in an active combat zone, My sister's in an active combat zone right now. So how is there no American soldier not in an active combat zone? Total lie.
I've been saying to Rye that Donald Trump would sacrifice every single person at this table if it and all of our family if it meant that he could like take a stroke off of his golf game, and Kamala would do the exact same thing if it meant that her china cabinet was polished better or something. Like neither of those two rich aristocrats give a flying fuck whether anyone at this table lives or dies, and you all know it.
Well, I mean, at the end of
Sorry to
it,
bring the mood down.
well, I mean, all in all, at the end of the day, when somebody says that Donald Trump's only doing it to line his own pockets, his pockets are already lined.
Right.
You know what I mean? He already was president. Like, he was already a billionaire when he was president.
And the economy was better.
It was.
The main argument is he's a businessman, not a politician.
But he's grifting his followers on Bible some shit. Like, if a rich man, why would a rich man need to do that?
Caveman said, in reality, both sides suck and it's all a bunch of bullshit.
Facts.
So the
I
shiniest of
think,
two
I
turds.
think we should vote Caitlin for president.
All right, guys. So I'm going to get into our rules or code of conduct. I apologize in advance. This is a little bit long-winded. Our first rule is a rule of respect. The Good Faith Podcast endeavors to harbor a culture of respect. Although some topics may be contentious in nature.
Said, I love you, Kelly. You're my vice president.
Can I be Secretary of War?
Oh, Lord help us all.
Although some topics may be contentious in nature, it is of paramount importance that a general sense of good faith exists between panel members. It is perfectly acceptable to attack another's argument or opinion or mentality, but ad hominem attacks are strictly prohibited. An example of this prohibition would be Billy. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Not Billy, you're the dumbest person I've ever met. Rule number 2 is honesty. Upon your arrival on the show, it's expected of you to not be deliberately obstinate. Due to the complex free-form discussions that we embark on, a certain level of creativity, imagination, silliness, and lightheartedness is necessary. The above withstanding, you may be asked to step outside of your worldview or general life perspective and think of things from a hypothetical perception, and if asked to, a stubborn, I don't know, or deeply entrenched failure to conceive of an alternative idea is harmful to the good spirit of healthy conversation and logic. We hope to avoid echo chambers where the room is parroting each other. We also equally hope to avoid creating an intellectual Charlottesville where two opposing groups are venomously shouting across a table, waving torches and pitchforks, without ever attempting to consider the other's position. Panel composition is deliberate, and to avoid piling on to one member, please just remember, opinions are like assholes, and yours is apt to be as wrong as it is right. Trust. We trust that our guests on the panel will refrain from any hate speech, ill will toward celebrities, particular demographics, and any other general avoidance of anything that could be considered a violation of the terms of service of the platforms and publishers that we choose to post on. While in its infantile stage, the Good Faith Podcast is already video archived. Nudity is strictly prohibited, and in efforts to preserve our reputation, we request that guests of the show avoid intolerant language. So, Cherney, don't call Italians grease balls, guap, or what is it, wops, or guineas, guidos. The only wop that I want to hear on the show is wet ass pussy. Connor, no blatant homophobia. I won't stand for it. All right? Kelly, I don't want to hear you talking about how Irish are all a bunch of little prick mix. All right?
That's the truth.
I need you to take it upon yourself to stop Asian hate. All right?
Yes.
Yeah, no religious persecution, no anti-Hinduism, terroristic threats. I know your brother is an Islamic terrorist, but let's not make that comparison. It's offensive to Islamic terrorism, okay? And any other bad faith derogatory communications like ableism, all jokes aside, I really do detest the use of the F word, the N word, and the R word. Elgato may periodically chime in with popular culture sound bites and may even go as far as dropping an N-bomb. But if you'll note, they, them are black. That's their word. Rule number 4, consideration. Nobody wants to listen to a constant block of some drawn-out diatribe besides this one by one person, and so please consider the air of the room. We ask that all of our members on the show contribute equally in their communications and to have a somewhat internal clock when speaking. Let's say like 3 minutes or less. It hopefully won't be necessary to have a clock where we buzz contestants if they go over their allotted time, like a presidential debate. But please conduct yourself with general good courtesy, like not interrupting people. And if the host reminds you of this, it's not to reprimand you for poor manners, but to maintain a structure. You might hear something like,
You're done. You're done.
or maybe something like, see, I have too many sound bites.
You're fucking done, son.
Something like that. Maybe.
The sound is real simple.
You may be occasionally ushered to a swift conclusion, and once again, please accept it with grace and not get butthurt. And the fifth and final rule is to have fun. We aim at the Good Faith Podcast to build a culture of fun and spirited debate in an attempt to reach across the aisle and perhaps educate and learn things from the many walks of life. Remember, only boring people get bored. If you happen to find yourself bored, offended, irked, kerfuffled, disgusted, bewildered, befuddled, bamboozled, confused, bothered, tired, triggered, enraged, enthralled, floored, or plain old flabbergasted by the flamboyant rigmarole, the P.O. box for our complaints and grievances department is 123 up your fucking ass. Go fuck yourself. Seriously, we do endeavor to create a safe space for constructive feedback, and we will consider all complaints and grievances. Finally, a philosophy of curiosity is welcomed. Instead of criticizing a viewpoint you don't understand, please seek to understand it. Now, I think this is a good time to get into the delusion calculator. So, once again, I want everybody to act as if they're single because, I mean, yeah. Act like you're single, even if you're not. And I want to know, like, what it is your ideal mate is. Like, what is your standards? So, I'll start with you.
Just put right. Yeah, all the information.
Nope. Rye doesn't exist. Rye does not exist. What gender is your partner that you must have?
Man.
Does he want kids? Either yes or no?
Either.
What age range is he?
So right now.
Like a range of your ideal partner. What's the youngest versus what's the oldest that you will tolerate?
The youngest? What's the youngest for the legal one?
18.
Let's go for it. 18.
18.
Sorry, Ryan.
What's the oldest?
Oldest? I would say 40.
40. What's the height range that you're willing to accept?
Just taller than me.
How tall are you?
Maybe closer to you.
How tall are you?
5'4" is like 5. Just give a little bit more, like 5'6".
5'6".
Yeah.
And anything like you take Yao Ming?
Yeah.
Okay, so like we'll say 7.
Let's do 8. I don't know if it's
8
Oh
foot.
my god.
Right, 8 foot. Minimum income that he must generate per year.
Yeah, even 8 feet.
No.
I don't think so.
Jeez.
This is like a yearly income. So,
Yeah, annual income.
let's do like 7 digit.
7.
Wow.
Come on. Like I need
That's
to
not
be
even
realistic.
right.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, like no trolling, guys.
No trolling.
I think 7 is good, right?
No,
7
well,
is-
yeah,
Seven is
great.
good.
100,000.
It's
7
a
digits is a
million.
million.
Oh no, not that.
So you say 6
6,
digits?
yeah.
100,000.
Ryan had a new job.
Yeah, Ryan's gonna lose all.
So if your man was making $99,000, $999 per year, you would say like kick rocks.
Sayonara.
Suck to suck.
I don't know, maybe if
Deuces.
it's something's long enough, maybe tall enough. Maybe.
Okay. Ethnicity.
No Asian, sorry. Asian.
Oh.
No Asian. Wow. I don't think I can.
I thought we
exclude
just
you
said.
fucking yeah, I asked you to stop it. Any or no, specifically no Asian.
Dang.
I would, yeah.
Do you want me to just say white or any? I can't be
This
I can't
calculator
plug
sucks.
racism into this.
So more inclusive. Okay, let's do
It's not
any.
racism, it's a preference.
What's the number for hate?
Hair color.
Blonde.
Really? You're gonna have some delusion here. Eye color.
Any.
And okay. Education. Minimum education.
Master.
A master's degree.
She has a master's.
Religion.
Can I see what kind of?
Christian, Jewish, Buddhist, Muslim, Hindu, atheist.
I don't just do any. I don't
Any?
care. Yeah.
Okay. Smoker.
No.
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 Timmy, where's Lassie? She's out in the orchard, Mom. Peaches are coming in mighty early this year. Smoke. Early peaches, long summer. Smoke. What's that, Lassie?
Are you smoking yet?
Drinker.
Not either.
Damn right.
Either you said.
Yeah, either.
Okay. Do you want to exclude married men, or are you okay breaking a home? Like, are you okay being a home wrecker?
You always
It
worded
means like
that
I have
way.
to be the third.
Well, you can like try and do away with her, so you are the only
or
other-
they could be
Oh,
Mormon.
no.
Oh, true, they could be Mormon. You could be a sister
Or-
wife.
or
right?
polyamorous.
Just polyamorous, yeah.
You
Do
can
you-
be a
various?
unicorn.
All right. I mean, like
If
I'll.
I want to be that person, I want to have more husband, more than like
More
I want
husband.
yeah.
I want
Yeah.
3/4 of the husband.
yeah.
All wants Mormonism, but vice versa. She wants 13 husbands.
So it's a reverse harem.
So all the disciples like behind you.
So, do you want to exclude married men?
Yeah.
And do you want to exclude obese men, or do you want to fuck a fatty?
I'm too tiny.
So exclude obese.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so tiny.
Oh, you have a 0.09% chance
Oh,
of
there's
meeting
an
that
eye?
man.
Took Dan out.
Where'd my Delulu?
Dirty Dan likes feet.
My slave.
Like speed. All right. What were you gonna say?
No, it's like even though the percentage is kind of low, but it like it's more than 1,000 people in the world, right?
No, this is just Americans. So this is
Oh.
only
Oh.
there's only 148,480 men out of the 164,977,341 men that you have to choose from.
Aug literally has to leave the United States that she immigrated to find that man.
Well, here's the thing.
Wait, why?
You said, see, this is what I want you guys to avoid. You know, not like scolding Og right here.
Sounds
But-
like you're about to.
The hair color is blonde. Rye's not blonde.
He is.
You said to forget about your married man.
But he is.
But
But
Right.
not now.
Connor, you're his brother. Is Rye blonde?
He's dirty
He's
blonde.
dirty blonde.
He's dirty blonde.
What was that? Speak up, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's blonde.
Okay, all right. I don't
What do you call
What
him?
color is his beard? He's got a brown fucking beard.
Yeah, but hair color and beard color don't match.
They also
A lot
change
of
over
times.
time.
And it also changes over
Like
time.
my brother was
Now I look in the room, it's like,
my brother was like a platinum blonde when he was a kid, and now he's dirty blonde.
don't judge my round.
I just want you guys to
He's
be,
judging you.
I want you guys to be very, very authentic.
Said in blonde.
This is I'm blonde. I'm blonde.
Hi, baby.
I want you to make a like locket of your hair, and I want to put it in like
locket?
a little golden heart, and I want to carry it around so I can always
That's
fucking
creepy.
remember how wrong you both are about your hair color. Connor, you're up. Do you want a man or a woman? It's very binary. I'm sorry.
Man.
A man. And all right, here's another gripe that I have with this. Right, this is not going to exclude gay men from straight men. So like, this is only going to tell you how many straight men, how many men there are. But like,
So what's
you
the point of this?
I don't know. I just wish there was more criteria. Does he want kids? This gay man?
Absolutely not.
He does not want kids. Age range.
27 to 34.
27 to 34. Thank you for being so specific. Height range.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. So he could be a little person.
Why not? A little bit. I'm keeping my options open at this point.
So 4 foot, and I can go to 8.
but not between. It has
So
to be
you-
between
you-
27 and 34, though.
You'd be with an 8
It's not very open.
You'd be with an 8 foot man.
Sure. Why not? You know what they say.
You're not very delusional. I like it. Minimum income.
Except age.
Minimum income.
Don't be a gold digger.
Stop injecting what you want them to say. Don't be a gold digger.
Ethnicity.
Let it be a gold digger.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Hair color.
Doesn't matter.
Eye color.
Doesn't matter.
Education. Minimum education.
High school.
High school. Okay. Religion.
Atheist.
Atheist. Smoker.
Nah.
Should I play it? I've already played it. Drinker.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Exclude married men, or do you want to really wreck a home? Like that'll, like nothing wrecks a home like.
Yeah.
As fun as it sounds.
Okay.
Why is that more home wrecking?
I mean, because
Yeah, that just tears it apart.
you can like work through an extramarital affair, but an extra orientational affair is.
Why is that
People
different?
can be
I feel like it'd be wrecking it the same way.
It's like
No, you can
type
like
stuff.
you can forgive somebody if
Why
they-
can't they forgive them if they're gay? What?
I mean, why are they married to a woman if they're gay?
Bi people exist.
What?
It's just like it's like a straw and camel's back situation.
I think it's a myth.
Oh,
Bisexuality. Do you want to exclude obese men, or do you want to? I don't want to make a Dan diet, but do you want to fuck a big fat fuck?
Language.
Like, what are we talking? Like someone on like my 600-pound life, or like?
I think obesity starts at only like slightly overweight, so this person could only be.
Ian Moore said, I know someone who was in that exact situation.
Yeah, I'm sure their marriage failed. I would not put it past that, you know. Yeah, but obesity could just only be. It could realistically just be like, I mean, like some big cakes and big flabby man pecs.
Oversized stomach and a pair of floppy breasts, isn't that right?
Isn't that right?
That's about right.
Let's include them.
Include. All
Let's
right.
include everyone.
See, you're not going to be delusional at all.
Not at all.
What? You have a 0.026% chance of finding this.
This thing is trash.
How?
The age range
Do you think it's a bullying?
is definitely the age range.
I think the religion is big into it. It's gotta be the
That
religion.
too. Religion and age range.
That he doesn't. He like that. The only thing that he has is religion. But I would think that atheists make up more than such a small percent. There's only 42,894 men out of 164,977,341 American men. I don't know.
I like my chances.
Maybe not wanting kids. Maybe that's like a big part of it too. Kelly, do you want a man or a woman, or is bisexuality a real thing?
I don't have scientific proof, but I'm going to go for man.
Okay. Wants kids? Yes, no, either.
Either.
Age range?
Ooh. Are we talking about physical age or like intellectual age?
How many years it took? How many years they've been outside of their mom's twat?
I would say 27, the youngest.
Okay.
Oldest, 50.
50. You like a silver fox.
Salt and pepper.
27 is not a silver fox.
She's open to silver fox.
Yes.
Height range.
Well, considering that I am only 5 foot nothing, it's really hard to be shorter than me. So,
Well, 4'9" is shorter. Is that where your range begins?
I don't know if I've met a 4'9" man though.
They exist.
I know they exist, but in my
Are you
lifetime,
open to them?
You can go to my my
Country.
country.
I'm gonna take a trip to Hong Kong.
A lot of people.
I honestly would prefer someone either 5'2" or 5'2", the shortest.
Okay.
Tallest maybe 6'4".
I'm looking for a guy in finance.
6 foot.
Minimum income. Speaking of finance.
If it came down to the nitty gritty of it, I would say the least amount would be $50K.
Okay. Ethnicity.
Any,
Hair color.
preferably dark.
This isn't about preferences, though. I want to stress that for everybody. It's about boundaries. Like, I will not get with a guy who's 4'6".
Well, way to establish that before the
yeah.
first
No, I
date.
absolutely established it from the beginning. You know, like when Aug said she would only get with a blonde, I didn't say, oh, okay, that's like a preference. I said, like, this is boundaries.
Yeah,
Like,
that was her
what's
boundary.
what's a hard stop for me?
Yes.
I have no preference.
Okay. Education level. Did I say eye color? I hope you don't have an eye
No
color.
preference for eye color.
Okay. Education.
At least high school or GED.
Okay. Religion.
Well, religion doesn't matter to me as long as they're not going to church every single day.
Well, I don't.
Make
I
it
think
their whole life.
most people only go to church on Sundays.
No,
Or-
there's some people
There's
that
some
go.
wild ones.
Yeah.
there are, but yeah, okay. So, I mean, that's fair. But you don't care what religion they are. You just don't want
No,
them to
I'm
be like making church their number one priority.
Correct.
Which is fair.
No
Correct.
thunders around here.
Smoker. Yes, no, either.
Preferably no. But if they smoke when they drink, I don't care.
Okay, so we'll say either.
Either.
Drinker. Yes, no, either.
Either.
Exclude married men, or do you want to wreck a home?
Well, married men can also be separated in the middle of a divorce.
They could go to marriage counseling and reconcile with their spouse, but you would be interfering with that from occurring.
Okay.
What if
yeah,
it's already
no,
doomed?
Absolutely not.
I mean,
You're like giving examples, but you know it can go either way.
like statistically speaking, all marriage is doomed. Like,
All right, then it's fine. You're not wrecking a home; it's already wrecked.
You're just speeding up the
My
process.
line-
Yeah, you're making it faster.
My line
You're being a
is if
catalyst.
they're trying to make it work, then absolutely not.
Mhm.
They have to be committed to or trying to.
So, what if he was able to prioritize a happy home, but he was fucking you on the side? Are you okay with that?
No.
You're not. So you're not
Isn't
okay
this
with.
like about finding a
You're-
partner to get married?
No.
Well, yes. I'm asking you to just be real. Are you okay with dating a married man or not? And there's like pretty.
Yeah, it's like a gray area.
There's
but
pretty
in the
significant data that suggests that each subsequent marriage is more doomed than the last. So like your first marriage, there's like I think a 42% chance that it's going to end in a divorce. Your second marriage is like a 61% chance it's going to end in divorce. By the third marriage, there's like a 80% chance that it's going to end in divorce. So if you're getting with a married man in hopes that his divorce is going to be finalized and you're going to live happily ever after.
So what about getting a divorced man then?
A what?
A divorced man.
But they're not technically married.
Yeah, they're not married, so are they better? They're already divorced.
I mean, my
It's
mom
in the same situation.
my mom is divorced and she's dating a divorced man. My dad is divorced. He's dating a divorced woman, but I don't think that they have any aspirations to marry because the process of divorce is so like damaging that I think people who go through it just are like, nah, this is
So
like
then
not a great deal.
why there's statistics where there's multiple
Because those are
divorces getting
those are the
worse.
delusional people who are like, yeah, the last divorce was all my ex's fault, not my fault. This next marriage is gonna be great. We're gonna work out. We're gonna go to Disneyland and have this destination wedding, and nothing bad's gonna happen.
I'll tell you what, I never want to get married again.
Yeah, see,
Never.
You know, I'm a child of divorced parents,
Mhm.
and you know, one parent married for not the better. The other parent married, and you know, they didn't find true love, or you know, they weren't happy until like their mid 50s.
Mhm.
So I think second marriages are a thing, maybe even third.
Yeah,
But
I'm not saying that there's a 100% chance that second marriages and third marriages fail. Like I said, I think it's like 60%, 60%, 70%, 80%. So there are still
that other 20.
there are still minorities that it works. Yeah.
But the point is like, why have to get married?
Why get married?
Yeah, but because like you know that the first one might not work out, then you choose divorce, and then the second one you find in love, but like why you eager to like I have to get married with you?
Tax
Why don't you just
benefits.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
stay with
there's
you?
various reasons why to get married.
You want to have a nice extravagant party, wear a
The
gown like a
definition
Disney
of
princess,
marriage is
and
not
make
what
all
it
your
used to be.
girlfriends jealous.
Because my mom's situation is
Joseph
like
Fowler,
that
sex,
just
healthcare.
Mhm.
Ah.
Benefits,
yeah.
taxes.
My mom's having
What if you go
her
for healthcare?
boyfriend for like over 20 years.
Okay, I'm sorry to go off on that long like.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. So, what do you draw a boundary at a married man or not?
Didn't we already answer?
I forget what. you
Yeah,
said
I
it
would
was.
I would say no.
Exclude
That was like-
married
I would
men.
exclude,
No.
I would exclude married men.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
there's a gray area there, but when it comes down to it, I would say no.
What about an obese person? If they just got a little bit of extra cushion for the push and they're not a big fat fuck.
So, all
Why
right.
is it different for her?
Because I don't want to become stale. I want to like switch it up a little bit. Have you guys on your
That's a lie. Was it just like a little chub versus being a fat fuck?
They're obese. Don't get it twisted. They're obese, but they're not 600 pounds.
They're like 400.
As someone who works in healthcare, the American standard for obesity
It's
is
bad.
it's really bad. I mean,
We're all obese.
everyone in this room is obese.
Because we go by
Sorry.
BMI.
So you would. Not
I would
exclude it?
say and it also depends on their diet, what they're doing. If they're actually trying to better their lives or their health.
They're eating the diet and they're doing what obese people do.
Laying on the couch eating potato
Yeah,
chips.
they're eating
Oh,
cheese
well, in
curls.
that case,
They're
no. But if
watching...
someone's like 250 and like got cushion, absolutely.
All right, but so like I think we all draw. I mean, hopefully we all draw a line at like 600 pounds. But let's just say this person, like for all of these, I'm just saying
I would draw it at like
this
300.
yeah, but I mean, what if it's like a 6'4" guy that's 300? He could not be like morbidly obese if he's
But
that
somewhat
tall and 300.
obese.
I mean, he would definitely be a little obese.
All right, then I'll draw it at 400.
But all right, so you don't put a boundary on obesity as a whole. Okay, exclude obese. No. Kelly is the least a Lulu out of the entire group so far.
Because there are a lot of fat people.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably we were like, why is this excluding all the Americans?
We're only
It's because of
halfway through. Too.
you have a 1.1% chance of meeting that guy. That's 1,814,751 out of 164,977,341 Americans.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Word.
Trini, do you want to go? I've done you many times.
Do you want me to?
Sure.
If you can make it quick.
Sure.
Gender.
Women.
Wants kids. Either yes, no.
Either
Either. Age range.
21 to 40.
21 to 40. Height.
4'6" to 6'6".
4'6" to 6'6". Is that excluding Simone Biles or forget?
I think she's 4'6".
Okay,
but-
good. Good name.
Good.
Minimum income.
And she is not obese.
Like 40,000.
40,000. Ethnicity.
Any.
Hair color.
Any.
Eye color.
Any.
Education.
Any.
Really?
Yeah, I mean
That has changed, but that's
it has changed.
That's
But
good,
you
yeah.
said hard boundary. I don't really have a hard.
yeah, like
boundary on it.
I think it. That's
I
fair.
would probably prefer a GED, but it really
Sure.
doesn't matter.
Sure, yeah. I mean, all right, this maybe could be another discussion for another time, but I want to know if most people prioritize debtless, low income, or like someone who's earning 100,000, but they're like 100,000 in debt. Like I would prioritize the person who has zero.
They're
debt.
like net zero there. Why would I want?
No, they're not. They're like net negative because like
Okay, then even worse.
That's what
Why
I'm
would I
saying.
want
Yeah,
that?
like I was like $100,000 in debt is nothing if you like really like get into the stories of a lot of different people. Like
Yeah, but you said 100,000 in debt while making 100,000.
yeah, but that would mean that every penny that they earned for one whole year went straight to their debt.
Yeah, so
which
net,
would be
that would be
unrealistic.
that would be net zero though.
No, but
if you're saying,
but that's an unrealistic standard
it's
to do.
you're
They're
making a
net negative.
hypothetical though.
They're net negative over the long haul. Smoker.
No.
No. Drinker.
Any.
Exclude married women, or do you want to wreck a home?
Exclude.
Exclude obese women, or do you want to
Exclude.
Jeez, so superficial.
You want me to be fast?
Wow, you have a 5% chance of meeting that woman.
It's because I brought down the GED.
That's 8,415,511 women out of 168,310,216 American
Another
women.
thing to note is there's more women than men.
Yes, slightly. There's probably like
and
a
in
million extra in America.
Yeah, it's like what 52% to 48%, something like that.
All right, Nate.
Yep.
What sex do you want in a partner?
Female.
Okay. What do they want? Kids? Either yes or no.
Yes, I don't have kids yet, and that's something I want. So
Okay.
yeah.
Age range.
I wanted to say 25 to 35, but I was just thinking about it. And I'm 31, so I guess I got to extend that to like 40. You know?
Well, I mean, okay. Height range.
Has to be shorter than me. I'm a little tall. I'm 6'1", so like started at like the lowest it can go, I guess, and just go up to like I'll take someone like my height, but not taller.
So 4 foot to 6 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. 4. That's as low as it goes. Minimum income for the lady.
Money. It's not about money. It's about love. So I really don't care about that.
So it could be 0.
It could be 0.
Okay. Ethnicity.
Any.
Hair color.
Any.
Eye color.
I gotta say blue for that.
Oh, really? It has to be a blue-eyed girl.
Well, I'm blue-eyed, and like I would just like blue-eyed kids.
Fucking
You know?
Aryan.
I would like blue-eyed kids, you know, and like the chances.
He
of,
said any to hair
Wait,
color.
isn't eye color? Isn't blue eyes a what is it?
It's recessive.
It's a mutation.
It's a recessive trait.
Yeah.
So-
What does that mean? Does that mean that it's
So
It's
So-
less likely to.
So for
occur.
the way the Punnett square goes is like if 2 blue-eyed people have a baby, the chances of it being blue-eyed are like 99%. But if I say me and a brown-eyed girl got together, then the chances for having a blue-eyed kid would be really, really low.
It's 50.
Yeah.
Well, it also depends on the.
It would be impossible.
Parents
Yeah.
and grandparents. Of
Yeah,
that.
it depends on if the brown-eyed parent is a carrier
of the blue
that.
recessive.
Exactly.
There's also
and
green
I am
eyes,
a
there's
blue-eyed
violet.
person, and I have one parent brown-eyed, the other one blue.
My entire family has blue eyes.
Right. That's what my entire
Everybody.
family
yeah,
has blue
same with
eyes.
mine. Yeah.
Mine
Yeah.
has brown except my brother.
So-
But he has blue eyes.
Okay. This is gonna hurt your chances. Education level.
I'm gonna say any. You know, I haven't even graduated high school, so like, what am I to say?
Religion.
Any.
Smoker. Either yes, no.
I just quit smoking, or I switched to vaping, and I'm trying to stop that. So I'm gonna say no for smoking.
Drinker.
No.
Either yes, no.
No drinking.
Russell said, I've got 2 blonde hair and blue-eyed boys.
Okay, and
Awesome.
you are also blonde haired, blue eyed.
Yeah.
So,
Are you the son?
exclude married women, or do you want to wreck a home?
I'm not wrecking a home. No.
Okay. And exclude obesity.
Yes, we have to.
You don't have OCD. You have obesity. Okay,
Wait.
thank you. I don't know my psychiatrist.
Wait, did you say obesity or obesity? Obesity.
Obese.
Obese.
Obesity.
Obesity.
Obesity. It is obsessive shoving bacon in your carotid
Digestive system.
digestive system. Yeah.
I mean, that is
Obesity.
but-
Just
It's recognized by the American Heart Association as the number 1 killer of
Obesity.
Americans. That's not
Well,
actually
heart
the joke.
disease
Like,
is-
yeah, heart disease is
But that's not-
murdering Americans.
But that's not all
Lung cancer.
obesity.
Yeah, but fatness is beating
Oh, yeah,
lung
sure.
cancer by like a mile.
just a straight manimal.
You have a 0.038% chance of meeting your lady. That's only 63,958 women out of the 168,310,216 women at your disposal. So if you find that blue-eyed girl, you better
Hold on tight.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, right. Ruh-roh raggy.
Dirty Dan.
What's up?
What gender do you want?
Female.
Does she want kids?
Yes.
Age. You like a
Yeah.
No, I'm changing it. I was fucking
Oh,
around.
okay,
I was
okay,
fucking
okay.
around last
I
time.
knew it. I knew you were
So I'm gonna say 18 to 30.
What was it last time? I remember.
He wanted like a big, tall, older woman.
It was 32 to 45.
Height.
That was like
Height, we're gonna go 4'5" to 5'5".
4, 5
Short.
to 5, 5. Okay, you're all over the place. Minimum income. You wanted a rich woman too, I think.
I said 40,000.
Did you? Is that? Do you want to stick to that?
Yeah,
That's like McDonald's.
my story. I'm
salary.
sticking to it.
Ethnicity.
Ebony.
You want a black girl?
That also changed. What did you say last
Where is
time?
it? That definitely changed.
I don't remember what I said last time.
I just wanted to.
You know, as we get older, like our preferences do change. So since then, he's grown.
I just wanted to say my ex-girlfriend's name was literally Ebony.
Oh, really?
Was she? Was she of the?
Yeah, she's African American
Ebony
and
persuasion?
yeah, she's African American and Puerto Rican.
Okay. Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Hair color. So she's got to have dark hair.
Yeah, dark hair.
What if?
Brown.
What if she's a blonde black girl?
I don't care.
So we'll say any for hair color.
Sure.
Okay. Eye color.
Eye color would obviously be brown.
But what if she's a blue-eyed black girl? Are you okay with it?
No, we're gonna go brown eyes.
Brown eyes. This is gonna be tough. Education.
Doesn't matter.
Religion.
Doesn't matter.
Smoker.
No,
Drinker.
doesn't matter.
Exclude married women, or do you want to wreck a home?
I'll exclude married women.
Okay. Exclude obese women.
No.
You don't have OCD. You have obesity. Okay, thank you. I didn't know my psychiatrist was on here. Thank you.
0.052%. That's 87,521 women of the 168,310,216 women in America.
I'll take it because last time it was 0.00.
Why is it limited to America? You can't find someone abroad.
You could be a passport bro, for sure.
A passport, bro.
I mean,
I know how it's called.
Tinder does go worldwide.
I've studied abroad or two.
All right.
I don't know about finding a partner on Tinder, but
Can you guys please? I want to know. Does anyone have any like controversial takes? Are there any hills you're willing to die on? I feel like I've been
dying on a lot of hills.
I've just been like sucking the air out of this room, and I want somebody else to talk for a little
To
bit.
suck the air
So,
out for you.
I actually did make a list of
Controversial
opinions
topics.
here that topics that we can talk about.
Okay.
So the first one is, after a certain age, do you have to retake your driver's license test?
Don't some
Do you
states
let
do
your
that?
kids always win, or do you let them lose?
Let them lose all
Make
the time.
them lose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Show them that they are
Dunk
losers
on those
until they're
kids.
able to
Show them what
beat
the
me.
world's about.
Yeah.
There you go. Here's one: Star Trek versus Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Cats versus dogs.
Cats.
Dogs.
I'm both. I'm both.
I'm allergic to cats. Get them out of here.
There is a shot for
They're
that.
eating the dogs.
Yeah.
They're eating
Pineapple on pizza.
Yes.
Four.
No, I'll accept it.
Yes.
I don't. It's not my preference, but I'm not going to put a boundary on it.
There you go. Make every month 28 days exactly. That way, the first is on a Monday, the 28th is on a Sunday, and it's exactly 4 weeks.
Well, my birthday's on the 30th, so I don't like that.
You don't want to.
Yeah, it's gonna change a lot of
You
people.
want to change the day of the week.
No, I like my birthday.
What's your birthday?
I'm September 30th. I'm a Libra, and it's big. It's big to me.
Nice.
Wait, I have a really good. I shouldn't play this. It's really racist.
Do it.
Screaming, and like somebody in the chat said like, "Hey, my name is Nick Stir. Can you wish me a happy birthday on your live stream?" And like this dumb white woman like did.
Well, it's funny because on my list I have which race is the most racist.
Does anybody want to chime in?
Sounds like a
Dive into that
racist topic to start.
I really
Kelly,
have.
what's the most racist race?
sorry, love. I have to go Asian. Yeah, I have to go Asian. Absolutely.
You agree?
I would say in Asia, like I would say like Asian American always more like more educated or like go through my generations. I think.
Connor, what's the most racist race?
Wakanda forever. Why don't you be quiet?
My apologies, everybody, every one of our viewers. We are back now. We're live. Sorry if that was a little bit scuffed. Like I said, it is just a technical difficulty that we have with our shit. I'm still working with it. Yeah, still a work in progress. We were talking about some other stuff, some racism. All right, I want to go around the table and ask you, are you a feminist? Dirty Dan?
Absolutely, all day, every day. It's like, nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not a feminist.
Okay.
No, not a feminist.
Okay.
Yes.
I am a female, but not a feminist.
Okay.
Yeah, feminist.
Wait, what?
Why you just give me the lines? Still don't like it when I'm drowning. We need one.
Actually, it's a fun question because like since I entered America, like this is a lot of terms, so I still digging in. Like I don't know. As Kelly said, like I'm a female, but I don't know if I'm feminist or not.
I would like.
Erroneous.
Are you a feminist or not?
I would like one of the guys here to define feminism and what it is to be a feminist.
Why do you want men to speak on behalf of the advocation?
I'm just have to say that.
Why do you want men to speak on behalf of the movement for advocating for women?
Well, because you guys are at a hard answer, yes or no.
I don't know. Connor said he's a feminist. He should explain it.
Ooh, good point. Good point. Connor, what does feminism mean
What
to
is the
you?
definition?
And it is a very amorphous term.
There's
There's four waves, and there's probably a new one every couple years.
It's
Like,
not every couple years. It's like every
It is
20
always
years.
changing.
how long has it been around since the 1800s?
I was thinking more like the 1920s, probably.
Yeah, probably the 20s.
Yeah, I mean, as far
Yeah, so-
as the right to vote,
We're due for a new wave that's going to be like
We're due.
advocating for the
Not
dumbest
really.
shit you can
The fourth
imagine.
wave was like probably in the 2010s.
Starts here tonight.
I mean,
It
it's
starts
gonna
right
like
here.
right now they're on like free the nipple. Next is going to be like
What's wrong with
free,
that?
free
Yeah,
the
I'm
pussy.
down for that.
Like,
Exactly.
it's gonna be the dumbest shit.
Why do men have the nipples out?
Right. What do men nipples even do anyway? Like,
Yeah, you want to know
I got
what's
nipples, Greg.
you want to know what's funny? On the beach in Cape May, it is actually against the law for females to wear a top on the beach in Cape May. However, men, it's against the law for them to be shirtless on the beach in Cape May. So women are supposed to be topless and men are supposed to have shirts on the beach in Cape May. Dead serious. It's in the rules of Cape May and everything. If you get the handbook, that's what it says. I think whoever just wrote it was a perv, but
I was like, wouldn't this be great?
Only for women, though.
Connor, what does feminism mean to you? Can you explain for Kelly? Speak into the mic.
And I don't want a man's brain.
She's asking you, but what is it?
Equality based on gender. Gender expression, gender identity.
Okay, that's a good one. Is gender fucking binary? Is that what you're saying? Because every fucking gender that's on the spectrum is supposed to be treated equally to each other? Is that what you're saying? Because that's highly triggering and offensive, if that's what you're saying.
What, that everyone should be treated equally?
What if like somebody
I'm
identifies as like a wildebeest, and are you supposed to treat them
Stacy
equally?
Bird said, "Hi from me and Joe."
So what,
Hey, Stacey.
you're saying fuck furries, they
Just
don't
because I don't-
exist?
Just because I don't understand it doesn't mean I'm going to treat them
Yeah,
differently.
libertarian, let them be what they want to be. Who
Right,
cares?
as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else.
So if I could really cancelable offenses, but like, I'll refrain. Kelly, based on that definition, are you a feminist?
No, not by the definition that people go by today. I'm a feminist in that I do believe we have the right to vote. I do believe we should have an equal opportunity for any educational or job opportunities that are out there. Going back to one of your previous episodes, you know, I wouldn't hire an all-female concrete, you know, team
Would you hire
to
an
do my
all-male?
driveway.
Would you hire an all-male babysitter agency or babysitting
Why
daycare?
can't men be babiesitters?
Why can't
Is that
women
what-
be concrete layers?
That's a perfect
Well,
example. So
that-
there's moms and there's dads. So,
I didn't say they couldn't. I just asked her if she would.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
are you asking
If,
him,
it's,
though?
if it's a
You're
male,
alluding to
absolutely.
something, aren't you?
I mean, I personally have nothing against men who are caretakers. I am a caretaker of at like a school, you know, like dealing with kids on the autism spectrum. So like I can personally speak to my competency with caring for.
Dude, we're not in school. You don't got to raise your hands.
I just said,
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, I just wanted to speak on the topic because equality is a really cool thing. I think that men and women, we are different, but different doesn't mean better or worse.
Yeah.
Like we're equal when it's spread across it. But I read this thing a while ago, like for this firefighter squad, where they were dropping their standards because women were complaining. And I didn't think that was a very good thing because like they had to be able to lift a certain amount and climb a certain amount, like stuff that, and they lowered the bar for that so women
We
could
are
join.
biologically at a disadvantage. for
Right,
that, and
but-
I agree with that.
And I thought that would actually like put people in danger and like lives could be like cost by doing that. So I thought that like that was a really pertinent point I should bring up.
Absolutely. Yeah. So when it comes to that,
Like a grapefruit, Kelly.
Yo, so
does the grapefruit have
I saw this video of this like dude that was trans or whatever, like doing this all female wrestling
Right,
league
that's another good point.
and was winning and just kept winning all of them. And then somebody, I want to say it was Mike Tyson or somebody big, was like, "Oh, I bet I got you," you know what I mean? And like joined and just demolished them, and then they just got really offended.
Well, there should be a separate category for trans people in
There
that.
should.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, considering the babysitting, absolutely not.
Well, wait, absolutely, you wouldn't let a trans babysit your kid?
No, I would, but I mean, it depends. Like, it's also a gray area.
Like grooming could come into play there.
Grooming
Right.
is an area. Age is an area.
So-
You know,
How controversial of a topic can that be?
I mean, this is pretty
We're already-
controversial.
we
We're,
went
we're, like,
into
we're
picking
treading on thin
races.
ice right now. What, I mean, fuck it. Like, this is not the kind of like podcast that like strays away from the
You know what?
the fucking touchy subjects, especially because we only have like 100 subscribers right now. Maybe in the future when we have a lot more exposure to
We'll be more
random
inclusive.
people.
My wife's
But-
not here. Fuck.
so go for it. I'm not the kind of person that
Okay.
sensitive.
So I want to know everybody's thought on how many genders there really are.
I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say two.
Okay, you'll start. Let's go this way. I'm sorry to all of our viewers. Thank you for sticking with us. Let's get back to that really fucking controversial topic. Dan posited the question, how many genders are there? To which Kelly retorted 2. To which Connor was about to come up with a windy explanation about. I could be wrong, but I think Connor's about to say some gambit of genders.
to me, it doesn't matter.
I agree.
I don't
Like, it
care.
doesn't matter to me
I don't
either.
care how other people identify them.
Okay. But like, if a genie put a gun to your head,
Yeah.
yo, motherfucker, how many genders are there? This genie's got a gun, yo. Like, this genie's got a gun. It's like, kind of motherfucker, tell me how many genders there is.
He's got a gun and 3 wishes.
Yeah, if you answer his question, you get 3 wishes and not shot in the head. If you don't answer it, he's gonna blow your fucking brains out.
Yeah, send me to a better place.
So you're gonna prattle and
I don't care. Male, female.
Why are you pressuring
some
him
people
so
care,
hard?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Let him
he's
say what he
saying,
wants.
Let people be people.
Man murdered by
Right.
genie.
Who cares?
I just trust science at this point. So whatever you're born with, that is. I will say 3 because like female, male, and X,
okay,
which is like
Hermaphroditic.
a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say-
scientifically, that is a thing. Yeah.
I was gonna say that when it got to my turn.
There's also a difference between sex and gender.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
if you're like if you're hermaphroditic, do you just choose one, or like you're like male dominant or female dominant, or like I don't know.
In the healthcare world, that depends.
I was laughing about when I do my first baby. So I come back and I see what gender is. 94.1% female. It's like, what is a 6% too? I was laughing about it, but like I think it's funny. But I think scientifically it was like 3 types. I would say.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So scientifically, is sexes for genders? That's psychology. I would say there's 3 sexes, like male, female, and hermaphroditic, and then there's any genders. It doesn't really matter.
Who cares?
Wait, is it my turn?
Well, I
think
guess you guys
it's
already
Nate's
answered.
turn.
Or no?
Okay, Nate.
Yeah, I'm on the hermaphroditic train.
1, 2, 3. I kind of like that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
But there's also probably a 4th one with no parts born because of mutations and stuff like that. So there's probably like one where it's like asexual, basically. You know. So.
I hate these filthy neutrals, kid. With enemies, you know where they stand.
Yeah.
Neutrals? Who knows? It sickens me.
It's a great clip.
Dan, you were the one who came up with the question. What do you think? How many genders are there?
Did you answer?
I think I was originally gonna say 2 and agree with Kelly, but after hearing this 3 thing, it makes sense. Like, not all people are born as one or the other. So those people are a 3rd gender. They're trans.
What other people born with none?
I put them also, I guess, in this 3rd camp, like of
Miscellaneous.
Yeah. Like, Journey, did you answer?
Yeah, it's a 3 sexes
3.
and any genders.
That makes sense. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that sounds smart.
Yeah. I concur.
Right. So,
All right.
So it's my turn?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So I'm going to go on and say it. There's only 2 genders. Even if they were born hermaphrodites, generally only one part will work, either the female part or the male part. So if the male part works, it means they have no ovaries. If the female part is the one that works, it means they have ovaries and they can't produce sperm.
You did your research.
So the thing about it is there's only 2 genders. When scientists dig up our bodies at the end of, like when we're all dead and gone, there's only going to be 2 genders, male and female. Now, with that being said, like you could sit there and say, blah, blah, blah. I identify as a lampshade. Cool. Go ahead and stick a light bulb up your ass. You know what I mean? But don't force your beliefs down my throat.
I mean, there are people that do enjoy putting light bulbs up their ass.
Okay. Good for them.
People with
You know?
like imagine having an inflation fetish right now.
Now she had a topic that's actually pretty controversial on her paper.
Oh, which one?
Star Wars versus Star Trek.
The paper
Oh,
I don't think
Yeah.
that's very controversial.
I mean,
I
if
think
you're really into them, they're controversial.
I'm pretty into Star Wars. I mean, like reasonably. I've seen every Star Wars. I think you're a Star Wars.
All the
girl.
shows?
No,
Every
I don't
single
watch
one of
them.
them?
Once the fucking
Clone Wars.
once the director said, "I want to make men uncomfortable,"
Once they
then
once they
That's the
sold it to
director.
Disney.
she's the director of the new movies.
What?
She,
Who is?
I don't think she's the director.
What is
She's
she?
like like an important person at Disney, but she doesn't direct the movies for Star Wars. She has a say in it, but she's not the director. All right, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure.
My list does go on.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this study real quick.
What study?
It's called the Dirty T-shirt study. It was done in the 90s. But I want to know, do you guys think that hormonal birth control is the single biggest danger to the bedrock of society? And I do. And here's why I'll say so. So does everybody know how birth control works? It tricks a woman's body into thinking that she's pregnant, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's how it works.
That sounds pretty evil.
It tricks a woman's body into feeling like she's pregnant.
Thank you for mansplaining that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So what happens to a woman's attraction triggers? A woman is typically very attracted to masculine.
Julian said, if there are only two genders, then how can there you think only there?
If there are only two genders, then how can there you think only there?
Yeah, right.
Based.
Can't argue with it.
Based.
It's not there, it's here.
So a woman is typically attracted, she has the attraction triggers that attract her to a strong masculine man. That is what attracts a woman to a man. I mean, obviously, I'm generalizing here. There are some women who like a little beta soy boy. There are some women who like another woman. There are some women who like, a girly guy like MGK who wears a pink dress and, shows a lot of leg.
MGK does.
There's some, yeah. There are some women who like to strap on a big black dildo and ram it up their guy's ass. But if we're speaking in general terms, women like a masculine man until they get pregnant. Then their attraction triggers are not towards what is attractive and stuff like that. It is to a guy that will keep them safe. A nice little girly, soft, safe man that will not abandon them because he has no other options.
So nurturing.
Nurturing, which, yeah. But, so what happens is these women are on birth control from the day they turn, 16. So their attraction triggers are for their entire adult life. They're attracted to these little Twinkie soy boy beta males. Then they come off it because they're trying to get pregnant with their husband. They immediately, like a light switch, they stop being attracted to this soy boy beta male, and they're completely unattracted to their partner. And a lot of the times they'll divorce, they'll, step out, have an extramarital affair because they want to be.
These sound like very specific situations rather than generalizations.
Yeah, I can't.
So they did a study, the Dirty T-shirt study, where they had women on birth control. They had men.
I'm sorry. Can I stop you right there and ask you who did the study?
His name was like Dr. fucking.
What's his face from whatever university?
No, it's Dr. Fucking.
His name was Dr. Fucking. He was fucking. All right,
Dr. Fucking Dirty T-shirt.
All right, his name was Dr. Klaus Wellekind. Dr. Klaus Wedekind. This was in 1995. He had a bunch of men.
An outdated study.
Stacy Burke said, another white man with a microphone. Am I right, Kelly?
Oh, I love you, Stacy.
All right. He had a bunch of men wear T-shirts, wear them around all day, get their smell on it. And then he had a control group of women who were not on birth control. And he had a...
Are you going into pheromones?
Yeah,
Yes.
Pheromones play a big part in
In
attraction.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, and he had women on birth control, women not on birth control. The women on the women on birth control were attracted to the girly men. The women who were natural were attracted to the manly men. And this concluded his study that birth control is changing the attraction triggers that women experience.
Were there other studies?
I'm sure this was 1995, so it's been 30 years. I'm sure that there have been other studies that.
Jillian said, "Are you referring to soy boy beta cups?"
Yes, I'm referring to soy boy beta cups. That's what they're referred to in the study.
Yeah.
That's a scientific term.
What were you gonna say, Cal?
Chad Thundercock.
Oh, nothing. I was just asking if there were other studies. Obviously, from a study from 1995, obviously pheromones and smell, like for someone who is very intimate and into something sensual for who they're attracted to, smell's going to play a big part. Absolutely.
What's the sample size of the study too?
It was admittedly not a very gigantic study. I think it was like 50 to 100 men and 50 to 100 women.
And what was the control group?
Women. I'm not like super good on scientific
Stacy
method,
Burke
but
said, "That's the year I was born."
the control group was the ones that never took hormonal birth control, right? That's what a control
Right,
group
but
is.
are there also different smells?
Yes, they also tested this with relatives, and they found that people were repulsed by their relatives' smell.
In both, or for which one?
They specifically targeted women's attraction with this study, this specific one I'm talking about. So I don't think they even asked men about.
No, I meant which like the control group or
all of them were universally repulsed by their relatives'
Well,
smell.
of course, you're not going to be attracted to your relatives.
You're also
But you can like.
You guys all share the same genes. You live together. Why? Unless this is like another state here. I mean,
it was done in Alabama.
I'm saying Alabama.
Let's say Pennsylvania is the Alabama of the North.
But does anyone reject this theory?
What are we like? What's the point we're making here? I'm confused.
I mean, the theory that I have is that women are spending their.
This is your theory now, okay?
I mean, obviously, this is Dr. Klaus Wedekind's,
and you're
well.
taking your interpretation of his study and making it your own.
I've never heard it before, but it's interesting.
Completely different.
Yeah, you seem to reject it.
I don't know what you're asking. What is it?
Well, then you'll have to stop interrupting me long enough for me to make a hypothesis.
Interrupting. I didn't even interrupt you. What?
I think it would have made more sense if they like switched it, like the females that were on birth control then were taken off birth control, and the ones that were off it were putting on it, and then correlated that stuff. You know?
I agree with Nate. There has to be a more up-to-date experiment, and it's got to have different birth controls because there are.
Jillian said, "Dr. Mantis Tabata."
Joe, shut up.
All right. So, what was the point you were getting at?
My point here.
Well, I was fine.
I'm sorry. Let me finish. So there's also different birth.
Let me finish.
There's also different birth controls.
True.
You have the
True.
patch. You have the pill. You have the IUD.
This was I don't know how long this has been around, but this was oral.
And you have oral
hormonal birth
contraception.
control, yeah.
Exactly. So now that it's 2024, you have different forms of birth control. So in order to update that study from 1995, 1994, you have to have a control group. You have to have different people on different types of birth control. And you probably have to have the same smelling man. You have to have either the pheromones. Sometimes it's cologne too. Like there
is now pheromone cologne.
Yeah,
but
It's called Cupid for Men.
That's a plug right there. All right,
make the men take.
But I want to get back to my hypothesis, and any of you can chime in if you reject it. Women are taking birth control from the time they're 16 until God knows when, until the age that they think that they can get pregnant with their spouse. Their attraction triggers are.
Oh, the thing you said before the study.
Yes, their attraction triggers are different because they are chemically altered. They want a soy boy beta cuck, to put it the way that Joey said. Then they decide at some age.
They want Chad Thundercock.
That they decide at some age before they decide that they want Chad Thundercock. They give it a good old college try with their soy boy beta cuck spouse, and they are literally physically repulsed by their spouse. He might give them the ick. He might, like step in a rain puddle and be like, ew. Or he might, I don't know, see like a mantis. Like you might see Mantis Toboggan on the screen door and be like, oh my God, icky, and he does something that gives them the ick. They're forever repulsed. Their pussy remains permanently dry after that.
All right, so
Kelly, do you reject?
I do.
Okay.
Because the male performance is exactly the same throughout, regardless if she's on birth control or not.
Yes, but there are like different types of men. Like the male performance of Soy Boy is not the same as the male performance of, to put it the way Nate put it, Chad Thundercock. Like, Chad Thundercock performs every day. He's like fucking Antonio Brown. He's like fucking
absolute unit.
Yes, CT.
He's like Derek. He's like Derek Henry. Chad Thundercock delivers.
Absolute unit.
Okay, so I'll
Soy Boy doesn't. Soy Boy's like the general manager. He's up in the press box.
When do you think women are using birth control?
From the time they become sexually active until the time that they become.
You think like teenagers and young 20-year-olds aren't attracted to Chad Thundercock with all his muscles?
Jason Momoa.
They definitely are.
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. Like
Jason Momoa.
That's like every girl's fantasy. Almost.
I'm not
it's
gay,
definitely
I'm
not.
There's also Edward versus Jacob.
Right.
You just don't know.
They're both
Wait,
soy boys.
We should do that
How
right
is
now.
Jacob? Do you even know what Jacob looks like?
Yes,
He's not a
he's
soy
like,
boy.
he's a soy boy.
Are you
he's
kidding?
He's
jacked. He's jacked and always has his shirt off.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
He was born with the shirt off.
Exactly. He's a wolf.
Yeah.
A wolf is like the opposite of a soy boy.
So does everybody at this table disagree with me? Are there any who concur?
I will say birth control definitely has an effect on things, like a lot
kind
of
of
things.
effect?
It can affect your like attraction, but I don't think everyone's like attraction is a specific way because of birth control.
No, yeah, like no,
And
not
there's also
everybody's
different
attraction
types
is
of birth
Exactly.
control.
red light, green light.
Some birth control
That's what you're
is
making it.
hormonal,
It's all
and
gray.
other birth control is not. Like there's different
Well,
types.
we're only talking about hormonal birth control. Like I said, is hormonal birth
So
control
your
the single
theory
biggest
only
danger
works
to
for
the
that.
Yes, like
But
regular
there's
birth
so-
control.
But you're saying you're applying it to like real life where everyone is like using
A lot of
hormones.
people are on hormonal
A
birth
lot of
control.
people are non-hormonal.
What about
because
the
they
other half?
are what?
What about the other half? Who's not on a hormonal birth control?
They're not chemically altered. They're like very natural, and
So you're
they're not
saying the
having
ones
these-
on non-hormonal are the same as just not even being on birth control.
Yeah, like yeah, they're not altering their endocrinology with drugs.
You're still altering something. You're altering your cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it like I mean.
Your
It is,
cycle
but I'm
plays a
sure
big
it's
part of your
more.
attraction.
I'm sure it's more unnatural and more dangerous than nothing. Like it's not nothing. It still has threats, I suppose. But
I think your theory makes sense.
There's still
okay,
risks.
thank you. Anybody else think my theory makes sense? Or
I think
am
it does.
Alone with Nate here.
I never heard it before, but like
It's because it's only Chris. He
What?
just came up with this theory.
Yeah, I just made up this fucking fictional.
No, you
piece
just
of fiction
apply.
about
I don't
Dr.
think
Klaus.
the doctor is taking what you're taking out of his study that you're saying here. I don't think he's saying what you're saying.
basically do.
What do you think he's saying?
I don't know. Tell me what he's saying. You're the one who knows
I
the
just
study.
did, and you don't think you disagree
You
with
said-
what I think he's saying.
You said what you think, not what he thinks.
Pause. Time out.
Why? Why are we pausing?
Now it's a heated argument, like your opinion against his.
All right.
This is supposed to be a no opinion,
What?
podcast.
This is, everyone has
I
opinions.
have an opinion, but
Nah,
like,
this is Iryu Biamo.
Yeah, fuck you.
Respect it
Yeah.
only if it aligns with my own.
what
You guys cross the streams.
business casual Dan said.
We get. Does anybody else want to lead the conversation?
I'm sure Kelly has more topics.
Go.
There are some left on my list.
I want to make you the
So,
fucking host.
is a Subaru a lesbian car?
100%. I actually have like a video about this, but
That's just-
100% for sure. Comment.
That's just a
I'm
great,
sure you can
great
attest.
vehicle.
I mean, I have a boyfriend that drives a Subaru, so it's either an old man, right?
No,
Is your
lesbian.
Or a
boyfriend
lesbian. Lesbian. Okay. So
Connor,
my next
what
one.
do you think?
Why only Connor?
I used to drive an LL Bean Edition Subaru Forester.
Sounds
Forester.
kinda bad.
It was a lesbian car.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's
They're great vehicles. They're great in all
Oh, it was
weather.
great car.
All
Yeah, it's-
terrain, four-wheel drive.
But also, like the diesel version of their 4-cylinder engine is the most dependable engine in the world.
Here at Hyundai and Subaru.
I just take the Subarus.
We have Hyundais and Subarus.
Aug, is the Subaru a lesbo car?
Actually, I want to say it because when I go back to what I watched, like anime, Initial D.
Oh, Initial D, that's great. That's a great
Yes,
anime.
yes.
Yes.
Great music.
I love the Subaru Impreza. Like they said, some ladies' cars. Like, no, I think it's good.
Well, you're a lady.
Right.
Well, at this point in the car, like I would lean to more like a Japanese car. But
I think the Pilot suits you.
I actually I love to know that.
Wait, is that the Deadpool car? The Honda Pilot?
No, it's the
No.
big SUV
Is that the
she
Odyssey?
drives now.
What's the Deadpool
No.
car? Is it the Honda Odyssey?
The Deadpool car
Yeah,
like a Hyundai.
I haven't seen the
it's a
Deadpool.
Honda.
in the
The Honda Odyssey is a minivan.
I think it was
Yeah,
the
it's
Honda
definitely a
Odyssey.
minivan.
maybe.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's minivan, yes. But mine
No.
is pirate.
Do you guys want to know about male archetypes? Is that boring?
What the fuck is that?
So there's like
Can we talk about cars?
about what?
Cars.
Can we talk
Cars.
about cars?
Do you want to talk about?
It was a Honda Odyssey.
Okay,
That's
I thought
hilarious.
so. What male archetype are you, and what male archetype is the most attractive? You have alphas. Alpha males are strong-willed leaders who love to take charge, exuding charm and machismo. They're known for their natural confidence and exceptional leadership abilities. Anecdotally, alpha males are the bad boy of the male ecosystem. They know what they want, never back down from a fight, and aren't afraid of making waves. Beta males are extremely kind and down to earth. Shyer and more reserved, beta males value personal relationships over material wealth or career achievements. Pop culture suggests they're great conversationalists and have a lot of success domestically. They're often associated with happy long-term marriages and children that adore them, unless hormonal birth control is involved. Betas are communicative, creative, and make great romantic partners. Sounds so cute, like a little teddy bear.
Yeah, they really help explain that.
Gamma males are the life of the party, equally creative and adventurous. They're often portrayed as fun-loving men of culture. They love to travel and believe their purpose in life is to have fun, rich, fulfilling experiences, ideally in exotic locations. Loud and bombastic, they're constantly on the move and can create powerful friendships wherever they go. Delta males are very responsible and keep the world moving. Highly adaptable deltas are known for their competence and work ethic rather than their leadership and ambition. Delta males love learning new skills for the sake of improving themselves, not for power or extrinsic success. Because of this, they often have a very healthy work-life balance. They're dependable and unpretentious. Every male friend group benefits from Delta males. Zeta males are one-of-a-kind progressives. There's a reason the Zeta male is the least talked about personality type in pop culture. They're rare nonconformists who don't care what other people think. They know themselves and refuse to change to fit into the rigid social standards of society. Zeta males are fierce creatives who blaze new paths for themselves. And Sigma males are confident mentors who play by their own rules. They have all the confidence of alphas, but aren't interested in power or social status. They have enough life experience to follow their own moral compass and spend their time helping other people discover their inner power. Sigma men's natural wit, intuition, and sense of persuasion earn them the respect of their peers, though they're comfortable enough in themselves not to need it. And finally, I feel like everybody probably is just like zoning out. Omega males are skilled introverts who don't need external validation. Pop culture portrays them as the shyer, more reserved yin to the Zeta males yang. They're independent and very comfortable in their own company. They'd rather spend time coming up with usually brilliant new ideas and inventions of their own instead of socializing with others. They have uncouth but delightful sense of humor, and their theories often change the world for the better.
Chris, you went through the alphabet.
Yeah.
Greek
You've got a
Alpha.
whiteboard behind you. I feel like you need to draw this out.
I mean, it,
go through betas or did I
Yes.
just miss that?
betas are extremely kind and sweet. They're down to earth, shyer and more reserved. Beta males value personal relationships over material wealth or career achievements. Pop culture suggests they're great conversationalists and have a lot of success domestically. They're often associated with happy long-term marriages and children that adore them. Betas are communicative, creative, and make great cucks. So, were you listening? Okay. Was anyone listening?
I was.
Yeah, I
I mean, it was, but it's like a little.
It is like I'll give you that. It's
Use the
super,
whiteboard
it's
next
super
time.
long. No, I just need to like.
Next time, you should print out a list for us, and we can check it off.
I don't even know if like I feel like there's alphas and there's betas.
I feel like I'm more of
everybody
a
else.
mix of some
I
of them,
feel
but
like
more
like
like
a-
a delta.
Yeah, I can feel like a delta myself.
Work ethic and
Yeah.
balance.
It's more like a high school, like with checklist. Like, oh, that guy's of like this type, so like I will go into
Like a
that.
popularity contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like I like Delta male. Delta male does seem like they're like
We're all picking.
they're the hardworking. They have a good work-life balance.
I feel like
They're
we're not all the
pretentious.
same.
They're dependable. Every male friend group benefits from data male. Delta
I could also be Sigma. I feel Sigma calling my name too.
Sigma. They're confident mentors who play by their own rules. They have all the confidence of alphas, but aren't
Yeah.
interested in power. Nah, I could never be a Sigma. I want power.
Yeah. At least you're honest. See, I don't really care. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't want power.
Kelly, do you want to lead us in any of your other topics?
Let's see what's else on the list. So should people in the slow lane adjust their speed for people merging off the ramps? Now, I grew up in Maryland. I lived in Pittsburgh for 11 years. Ever since I moved to Philadelphia, I find that if I'm in the slow lane and people are merging, no one adjusts their speed. Even if I'm on the ramp, no one will adjust their speed. They just like speed up so you can't get in.
It's on 33 merging into a 55.
I feel like
Well-
this is not controversial. We're all gonna
No,
agree on
no.
that.
I'm talking about like you're actually going the speed limit, all right? And you're in the third lane, all right? You're in the slow lane. You're going the speed limit, all right? You're going past these ramps. You should adjust your speed to let people in or out. But I feel like ever since I moved to Philadelphia, that is not the case.
That's just people don't care when they're driving.
I switch lanes entirely. Like if I'm approaching that situation, I just
Yeah,
move
I'd
over
rather
the lane.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like nice people actually get to the center lane. But
right.
I have found, especially off a street road or Woodhaven on a 95, people are like, yeah, I'm not going to let you in.
I just avoid the conflict entirely.
I'll let one person in, but that second person that guy's I don't do that now. I'm not gonna let them.
Oh, yeah. Well, the person that rides the shoulder all the way to the end, I mean, they're dicks. Let's be real.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
All right, we are back. I apologize for all the technical difficulties. Forget what we were even talking about.
Merging on the highway.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about? Merging on the highway?
Yeah, we jumped
On the
that.
list.
We
I
went
must
from
not have been listening.
male archetypes to merging on the highway.
Well, I'll start with you, Kelly. Can growth occur in contentment?
Contentment meaning.
Like I'm happy with the way my life is. I'm not, but if I were, could I grow from a point like that?
I'm a firm believer that if you're happy with your life, there's always room to improve. So,
But if you're not happy with your life, is there
well,
also
then that's
always room to improve?
contentment. Like that's no.
You're the
contentment.
most.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
all right. So my theory is that growth cannot occur from contentment.
Okay, so
Do
if
you
you're
disagree with
happy
that?
with everything,
You cannot grow
you can't grow.
because you will have no incentive to grow.
No, I don't believe that. I think there is always room to grow, even if you're happy. You're happy with the
There's always
situation.
room to grow. Will you grow?
Absolutely, yes. Hard line, yes.
So you're saying
You
no.
will age, certainly. Will you grow?
Vertically, Probably not, because I've been the same height since I was 12.
Mentally, emotionally,
Mentally,
spiritually.
Absolutely. Yes.
You will grow.
Yes.
Everyone will grow. Everybody is growing in their like spirit and mentality and inner strength and all that stuff. There are no people that are just stagnant, that are just fucking, pardon the word, losers that have nothing to offer this world.
So being happy makes you a loser?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying,
Oh my God.
Are there any people who are going nowhere? Or is everybody growing all the time?
Here's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are happy with what they have and they just want to roll with it.
Sure.
Personally, for me, true happiness is having what you have and watching it grow.
Mm-hmm.
You can start from nothing and you can move up.
Happiness is also an emotion that changes from day to day. It's not just like you're happy forever just because you are content.
And also, if you're if you're content, there's still outside forces affecting you that you have to deal with.
Exactly.
You know, when life shows up, so like there are things that are going to change you and difficulties you have to deal with that aren't inside your happy little content bubble that will make you grow.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But you still, even if you're not happy in that moment, in the long-term goals, you're moving toward that happiness.
What do you think, Colin? Can happiness occur in contentment?
I'm thinking was.
You mean can you grow it?
I'm sorry. Can growth occur in contentment?
Can happiness be content?
Yes.
Yes, it can.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking what Kelly says. This is one thing that I will embrace more. It's like the one thing is forever is changing. Like the changes forever.
Change is the only constant.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See, my therapist loves to tell me that change is inevitable, growth is optional.
That's good.
Yeah. So
Bars.
like, because of that, like I will happy to grow, no matter like how long it takes. So I would say like the happy side. Yeah.
Okay. And anybody else? Dan?
Yes.
Did you chime in?
I did not.
Can growth occur in contentment?
I mean, I guess. Sort of, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, listen, I'm an asshole. I always have been. And I always will be. It's
You're
never
forever.
going to change. You know what I mean? I'm always going to be an asshole. But at the end of the day, am I happy? Sort of. Halfway there, you know? When will I be happy? When I can finally get my Chevy El Camino. You know what I mean? Then I'll be like, yeah. Yeah, I achieved this motherfucker. You know what I mean? But until that day comes, I would say I'm pretty happy or depressed. One and the same. You know, they go hand in hand.
Mhm.
Depression and happiness.
So is there a thing to be happy that you're depressed?
El Camino.
Like there's always that dark humor too.
Well, like fuck a fatty.
Can you be happy to be depressed is your question?
No,
Well,
it's not my
that's
question.
deep.
But like I know emotion to be content. It's always an emotional roller coaster. You're gonna be happy, you're gonna have like some downsides and everything. But what's your long-term goal? Are you reaching that long-term goal?
Am I reaching that long-term goal?
To the El Camino.
Yeah, how close are you to El Camino?
Okay.
Far.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Why? What does an El Camino cost? Are they like a expensive car?
They're not.
They're classic cars.
They're not in production anymore. I think. Right?
Yeah, but you could like get like you don't want to. There probably is no such thing as a brand new El Camino, so you can get it used. Like, what does a used El Camino cost?
That's $5,000.
That's like you can make that in a couple of like maybe 6 to 12 months, don't you think?
Not the job I got now.
Yeah, well, you might have to pick up a second job.
Well, no. I want to
Get a job.
I want to get a different job in total.
Yeah, well, that's fair too.
Like, I want to go to IBEW and apply for the electrical union.
Ooh, okay. Wait, I got something about unions.
Not a union member.
This is your girl, Connor.
Why are you singling out Connor?
Wait, tell me when she stops talking to black people.
You better thank a union member for vacation time. You gotta thank unions for that 5-day work week. Thank unions for sick leave. Thank unions for paid family leave. Thank unions for your vacation.
Did you hear the switch between when she was talking to the white Pittsburghites and the black Detroiters?
Form a coherent thought.
That's true. She's very. I think she's very deceptive, and I'll like take a stance. I'm not voting for either one of these candidates. I will. If somebody wants to bash Trump, I'm not gonna stand in their way, you know, and I will certainly.
Ryan McMillan said, "Ya better thank a union member."
you better thank a union member.
Yeah, so I was watching One Piece, and One Piece helped out a lot. You know, I made it to episode 1097, thus meaning there's no more English; it's all Japanese now. So the debate in my mind is: should I learn Japanese to help with my depression?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I think.
Or should I just keep slapping on a fake smile and letting everybody know it's a-okay?
Yeah,
Honestly,
right.
I think everyone should learn a second language.
Oh, how many languages
It would have
do you
been
know?
so much easier.
Aren't you like quadlingual or something like that?
That's insane.
What are? I could be wrong.
My native language is Cantonese. Oh, well, because my language is different. So like written, it's Chinese, but I can speak some dialects.
Mm.
Like my mother tongue is Cantonese. My grandparents speak Taiwanese, and I learned Mandarin when I grew up in school.
JRO said, "Fuck yeah, One Piece."
What?
Fuck yeah, One Piece.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that
One
that's
Piece?
Jason? Okay. What's up, Jason?
That's his favorite anime.
It's a great anime.
Oh,
So, if you had to fill out a job application, how many languages would you say that you speak
speak.
on a job application?
Speak, I would say 3.
3. Okay, so she's trilingual. Not bad. I say learn a new language, pick up another job, get that fucking El Camino. All your dreams.
Do you know what El Camino means in Spanish? It means the road.
Okay. I say fucking go after your dreams, relentlessly pursue them. Just know that your dreams are all behind a paywall.
I'm working this
And that
fucking
paywall is fucking doing all the work that you don't really want to do. You
I'm
got to
working at
do
this
it, and
fucking
all your dreams will come.
dumbass flower shop.
Hey, I mean, don't knock a.
Flowers are beautiful.
Yeah, fuck this job.
You're doing a beautiful job.
Yeah, right. Fuck that job.
I don't know. You seem happy when I walk past your work.
Yeah.
Connor, I'm sorry. I rudely started to attack Kamala, but I meant to ask you: can growth occur in contentment? In your opinion?
I mean, contentment, yeah. I mean, or are we talking complacency?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a difference.
What's the difference?
Complacent is I don't want to grow. I mean, but like even if you're content, you can still be in a place where you want to grow.
I think
Okay,
that's
so
very intelligent.
So do you draw a difference? Obviously, growth cannot occur in complacency. Growth can occur in contentment. Is that what you're saying?
I would say so.
Okay.
Stacy Burke said, "What'd he say?"
Can you not hear Connor really well, Stacy? Can you hear everyone? Can everyone say like hello into the microphone?
I like the grapefruit.
Are you doing the
Starting
grapefruit
with
rule, fucking motherfucker?
Hello.
Yeah, I go really
Grapefruit. Everyone say grapefruit.
Stacy Burke
Grapefruit.
said, "No."
Nope. Is Connor the only?
Stacy Burke said, "Not corn."
Not corn.
Can you yell into that thing?
Come on, corn, speak up.
Say it with your chest.
You're really talking to that.
What's your favorite
motherfucker.
I
vegetable?
don't want to like.
Corn.
Eggplant!
Go. Whale.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to fucking speak up like you're fucking
Say it with your chest.
Yeah, like you were disrespecting.
pretend like you're like trapped in like in the fucking dead giveaway guy's basement and you're banging on the screen door.
Human centipede.
What are you talking about?
just say time to talk turkey. Time to talk turkey.
Well, as a turkey,
No, just say the word.
Turkey.
You ever been to jail to sprout little gates? Be like, let me
Yeah,
out!
like I want like fucking let it out. Come on. Come on.
What, do you want me to repeat what I said? Or?
I want you to fucking yell. Be like,
With some more bass.
let it go. Let it go. Come on.
I'm not about that.
Stacey, is it really like this?
I'm content where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm fucking worried.
I'm complacent.
You're complacent because I'm trying to figure out.
I'm not trying to grow here.
Yeah. Kelly, fucking yap that microphone's head off like it's your fucking husband and he's complacent and he's behind on the rent. Yeah, nag that fucking mic's ear off.
Oh boy.
I wouldn't be there.
Yeah, you fucking bounce just like every other woman.
Hard pass.
Fucking like let Stacey hear you. Let her hear your beautiful voice. See.
Stacy, you're dating a bear. That's
Yeah, Stacey's mom
kinda
apparently has it
scary.
going on.
Oh yeah, there's a.
That's what I thought
Stacey's
she was
mom
gonna do.
has got it going on.
She's all I want, and I waited so
I'm
long.
not doing the grapefruit thing right now. I need you to grapefruit that fucking mic.
Stacy
know it
Bird
might be
said,
wrong.
ah,
All right. I don't know, Stacey. I don't know if that means that the microphone's working. Is it not working? I can look in. Wait,
Some-
Kelly, can you keep on going?
Positive feedback. You want me to keep going?
Yes.
Second verse, same.
JRO said, please stop. My mom's name is Stacy. That's
Well,
the first
I mean-
time she's ever heard that joke.
I've seen her, and your mom is hot.
All right.
So Stacey's
All right.
mom.
When did
So
you see his mom?
that would be her grand. That would be his grandma. Because Stacey's mom.
She's so hot too.
What's going on?
Hey,
Well,
I don't
she's-
discriminate on age.
Good genetics. Good genetics.
Exactly.
All right. I want you guys to let's see if we can quickly do this because I feel like when we talk about whether people are 1s through 10s, we're only talking about their physical appearance. So I've devised a system to tell whether you are a 1 to 10 person. And I want you to rate your relational skills, your physical appearance, your financial aptitude, and your spirituality. Okay? So, on this,
This is too hard for me.
you can do it. You can do it. Come on. This is not that hard. On your relational skills, how do you relate to other people? Are you a 1? Are you like the Sandy Hook shooter? Or are you like a 10? Are you like Tony fucking Robbins?
I need more like a textbook definition. Like otherwise, I don't understand what is Sandy Hook shooter.
Like, are you like a fucking lone wolf? Like isolated in your mom's basement, just like a real fucking loser.
Hikikomori.
Okay, sure. I don't know the
So
reference.
how about Tony Robbins? Like, what is that?
Tony Robbins is like a guy that goes out in front of like a packed coliseum and he's like telling people how to
Like a self-help guy. Like
a
someone who's very
guru.
personable.
Is that the guy
guru
from
who-
Shallow Hal?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, the guy from Shallow Hal. We just watched that the other night.
like this and
Shallow Hal. He made Hal.
Wait, no. Like it's like that guy, but that. Oh
Yeah,
no, I'm thinking of Yes Man. I'm
Yeah,
thinking of
but
Yes
the
Man. Sorry.
reference. So he made Hal think that beauty was on the inside.
So how do you relate to people? Do you have rich connections with other people, or are you more of a loner?
I would say 3.
3. Okay.
Not like completely alone, but like I'm not quite doing well in that big group.
Okay.
I'm more like this is like a small console group that is a good size for me.
Mhm. Well, for my physical spectrum, I made it all men, so this is not really like applicable to you. But are you a 1? Are you like Stephen Hawking? Just like this vegetable in an electric chair, or would you say you're like, in my opinion, like the hottest woman would be like, let's just say like Gal Gadot or Margot Robbie or Dua Lipa?
First of all, this is discrimination, right? Because he put Dwayne Johnson.
What?
Ryan Nicholas
What?
I need
said,
to
she's
say
a 10.
She's a 10. In what? I mean, wait, hold up.
Oh.
Nobody's a 10. Nobody's perfect.
What about
Everybody-
The Rock?
No,
He's
you
a 10.
put The
You said
Rock
someone was a
there.
10.
Wait, all right. So,
Jason Momoa.
Brian, are you saying that August is a physical 10, or are you saying she's a 10 in everything? That's what I want to know.
Brad
But
Pitt.
honestly, I don't even really care what Ryan thinks. I care what you think.
Stacy Burke said,
Why?
August is perfect.
Why do you not
Nobody's
care? Why do you
perfect.
not care what Rye thinks?
Because I care what like Aug thinks. She's right next to me.
I thought we would respect all opinions.
No, we won't controversy.
No, I only respect the opinions that align with my own.
But hers don't even align with yours.
Well, to be.
Well, she doesn't say that she's a 10, so I agree with her.
Like reality.
Unless you did.
Reality, I would say like 5, 6.
A 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
But because of you put The Rock there, I have to go 10.
Wait, but what is it? I mean, do you think you look like The Rock?
No, because the partners. If it was my partner, the physical, I would pick Dwayne Johnson.
Do you like The Rock?
Yes.
Okay. And then
I also like The Rock.
Why is Rye not like
financially, are you like Tyrone Biggums? Which you probably don't know who that is.
I know who Tyrone Biggums is.
He's Dave
Chappelle
Chappelle when
Show.
he's like scratching on his neck. Like,
Is this the
like,
free
crack.
5 o'clock crack giveaway?
Or are you like do you ever watch the Shark Tank? Shark Tank.
Tyrone $50,000
You know,
crack ball.
like, who's a rich person? Who's a rich person that you could think of? Like a celebrity.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Bill, okay. Are you Bill Gates or Tyrone Biggums? That's your scale of reference.
Oh, sorry.
I would say 4.
4. Okay, that's fair. And spiritual. Are you Mother Teresa? She's like a fucking 10, dude. Give me a Mother Teresa.
Og's like a 9.
Or are you like Bill Maher, like just some fucking atheist prick who thinks he's right?
Why is he a prick?
I would say
Scientologist.
7.
He made a movie called Religulous where he bashes all people of all religions for no good reason.
Would you watch it?
Yes.
Was it good?
Was it for,
I mean,
was
it's
it for no good
religious.
reason, though?
I thought
What?
this was going to be
Was
quick.
it for no good reason?
I don't. What
There's
do
gotta be a reason.
Maybe he thinks that religion is stupid.
So
Maybe
do a
that's his
lot of
reason.
people.
So he had a reason.
A reason for
Reason.
what?
Yeah,
Well,
exactly. Reason.
I think that he's stupid. Are you saying that I have no good reason for
No,
saying
that's your reason, your opinion.
that? Okay, yeah.
Who's stupid?
Bill Maher.
Bill who?
Bill Maher.
Who the fuck is that?
He's like this like yuppie fucking puss.
Yeah, way to make a great description. Though.
A real soy boy.
He is.
Soy
he's,
boy
he's
native.
an old soy boy. He's a soy man.
Bill
He's
Maher?
like a late night host.
He's like
from, a while
he's
ago.
frail.
I guess he still does.
He looks like Joe Biden if he was never the president.
He doesn't look like
No.
Joe Biden at all.
He does. He definitely
What are you
does.
talking? You
He's
say all
Joe
white
Biden
people look the
minus
same?
a
I
few
swear it's the
years.
glasses. You're blind.
Yeah.
There's no.
Look, I'm just trying. Maybe he's
Absolutely
trying to
no.
say he gives off Joe Biden vibes.
He gives off Joe Biden.
But he's
vibes,
also
for sure.
not like Bill. Like
So what? He
doesn't
sniffs
stutter
kids?
anyway.
What are you talking about?
What are you-
He sniffs kids.
I said 7.
I mean, if you don't get the hint, I'm like kind of bashing atheists in my scale. Like Stephen Hawking, like I'm sure he's a great guy, but he's like a fucking atheist
Yeah,
and
He's on Epstein's Island, but yeah, great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
Yo,
He
building.
cheated on his wife too.
How? How did
Why
he cheat?
Why did you freak
How
out
did he cheat
about
that?
There is
Who wheeled him out of the house?
There's
He
always
had
a
he had
way
people
to
helping.
cheat.
Oh yeah,
Like,
touch me there.
Always.
Did you
Always way
watch
to
the
cheat.
Theory of Everything?
No. Is that his
It's a
movie?
good movie, yeah.
It's also like Monty Python. What's the meaning of life?
I'm so sorry, honey.
Can you ever take me back?
I was
She
wrong.
did take it back, actually.
She wanted that money. Did you say your spiritual rating?
7.
7. Okay. Here, I'm gonna, I guess, pass this over to Connor. Do you want to do this?
Does
Do
that
this
not work?
too.
Well, there's conjecture that that's not
That's
true.
the same.
Well, maybe it's a rubber bands.
What is your relational pillar? 1 through 10. Are you the Sandy Hook shooter? You are, you motherfucker, aren't you? You're the Sandy Hook shooter.
Dude,
Now,
what is
that's not over. Let's not go over it again.
Speaking of Alex Jones, though, he was the first person talking about Epstein Island like 30 years ago.
Yeah, now he's a fucking whack job. Like, I don't know what to
Was
do.
he right about that?
What, Epstein's Island? Sure, okay. Broken
Is he
clock,
right about the
twice a
frogs
day.
But
turning gay? Like, no.
no.
He's crazy now.
Like, what if in 30 years chemtrails were all just like, yeah, they've been putting chemtrails. I don't even know what a chemtrail is.
Well, I
but-
work in aviation.
Wait a minute, that's what?
Chemtrails are true.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weather
Okay.
control. Weather control.
So, like,
Yeah, but
is it
that's
possible
what-
that Alex Jones is not as crazy as we give him credit for being?
Yeah, I think he's crazier.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I would think he's less crazy actually.
I think he's based. Yeah, I think he has like an abrasive way of delivering his message. But I
Right.
think that the shit that he says.
His
is
message
actually-
ain't crazy. Shooting didn't happen.
Okay, yeah, like some of the things that he says are obviously false.
He's based, but some of the stuff.
It's cringe.
Nobody's 100% right about everything
Okay, but why is he making crackpot theories?
because he's
It's
a crackpot.
fun.
all right?
Okay, exactly.
But he's a crackpot that's right about a lot of scummy
What?
shit.
Okay.
So
What is your relational pillar? 1 to 10. Are you Tony Robbins or are you Vince Vaughn in Dodgeball? Are you just like an average Joe?
Just an average fucking Joe, I guess.
Okay.
Why don't you just speak to the lions? Step on my head when I'm drowning. What a great friend. We need one.
Motorboat? You play the motorboat? You motorboat son of a bitch. You old sailor, you.
Physical. You're a Stephen Hawking little fucking motherfucker, aren't you?
Fuck.
Are you Stephen Hawking or are you David Johnson? Or are you more of like a Michael Cera in the middle?
I'd say on a good day, I'm solid 3.5.
So you're below Michael Cera, you think?
Yeah, probably.
Cherney said. Wait.
I still.
Cherney
say-
says that I don't know whether he says I'm significantly above Michael Cera or only slightly above Michael Cera, but I think that I'm virtually comparable to Michael Cera. What do you think? Do you,
Both
as the
look like
gay
you're
man
like
at the
12
table?
years old. Yeah.
Yes, I'm Michael Cera, right?
I would agree.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah. See?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I think you're more than Michael Cera, and I don't.
Cherney sees me naked all the time, so he knows that I'm fucking cut.
Yeah.
Well, you're not
Michael
cut,
Cera
but
might
Michael
look
Cera's
older.
scrawny.
You said you're a 3 though.
3.5.
3.5. Okay,
Right
sorry.
at where it's due.
I think that's where Michael Cera is.
3.5. All right. Financially, are you Tyrone Biggums or are you Barbacore Coran? Because I didn't want to make this. Are you
Yeah.
Kevin O'Leary?
Who?
Yeah, right.
Are you?
I pay my bills.
Are you Robert Kiyosaki?
Why
are
are
you
you
just
just naming
naming
random
Are
people?
you Charlie Munger?
What?
Are you Rockefeller?
Yeah,
Are
there
you
you
Rockefeller?
go.
Are you Andrew Carnegie?
No, I'm not. No,
Okay.
I pay my bills. My bills are paid.
1 to 10.
His bills are paid.
My bills are paid.
Sounds like
Confirmed.
a
4. Okay.
4.
And you're such a fucking Bill Maher. You are. You're Bill Maher.
Oh, fuck Bill Maher. No.
Why?
He's an asshole.
Why?
Because he's an asshole.
Fucking.
Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. It's a duck.
All right. On to Kelly. Is this gonna reach you?
Can I do this? Can I do this?
I need you to fucking wail because apparently that mic is a piece of shit.
Well,
Yippee!
Yes.
Shimona!
All right.
She's volunteering problems, so.
Okay.
Now you're breaking the.
Hear me say
Probably
so.
because she's got a bear roaring in her ear all the fucking
Well, I
time.
play with the bear every Wednesday in softball, so
How is he?
got a bear on the mound.
How is he?
He's decent. He's got big claws.
What do you rate his physical pillar 1 to 10?
A big bear. Are you talking about pitching, or are you talking about like mauling
His
you to death?
physique. His physique.
His physique. Well, that's also my cousin, so I can.
that's true. But I mean, you can still objectively look at his physique. All right. We won't go there.
Alright,
That's
so
relational 1 to 10. Are you Tony Robbins? Are you the Yes Man? You know the Yes Man from? Have you seen Yes Man?
I've seen Yes Man.
Are you like a motivational speaker or are you a fucking school shooter? Or are you Vince Vaughn in Dodgeball? Just some fucking neutral ass
Well, if
motherfucker.
you can't dodge a wrench, you can't dodge a ball.
Are you just like an average Joe?
I'm not an average Joe.
Erroneous! Erroneous!
What are you? 1 to 10.
What's the one?
Like you're just a fucking loser.
Like a doormat?
You get shoved in the lockers until one day you snap and just bring a fucking AR-15 to school.
I would say
They're all gonna pay.
I'm about a 6.
A 6, okay. Physical, 1 to 10. Are you like a fucking vegetable with your like hand like this in a fucking motorized scooter, or are you like Emma Stone? Is that a person? Is
that a person? She's that's an actress. Yeah.
I will.
Emma Stone, is that a person?
I will.
That's Emma Stone, right, Jules?
Emma Stone is Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man.
Yeah, she's Jules.
Yeah, she was also in Easy A.
I will. Until I
Easy A,
fucking
that was a
Jules.
good one.
I will. She wants to fuck me. She wants my dick in or around her mouth.
Is that you?
Well, in that case, no, I'm just kidding. I would say on that scale, I'm probably about an 8.
An 8. Okay. Financially, 1 to 10. Are you
5.
5. Okay. And spiritually, 1 to 10.
Define spiritually.
May you lie about this, the fucking spaghetti monster will smite you right here, right now.
I would say probably about a 7.
7. Okay. Really? You think
She
you're
really
a
believes
7
in the flying spaghetti monster.
You think you're a 7
I'm
spiritually?
all over the place. Yeah, spiritually.
What is rye?
What does it matter what rye is?
Ask Hog.
You're asking Kelly.
But
What do you mean?
Kelly.
What's rye?
I
Yeah,
disagree.
The bread.
Ryan Bread. I disagree that you are a 7 because I asked Rye this question and I think Rye said 7. And Rye is like devout in his faith. You no
think I'm
offense,
less.
maybe I'm wrong. You
I'm
are
less.
not. You are not
Yeah,
devout in your
I'm
faith.
like 4. Maybe.
Yeah, okay, yeah. There's a large disparity between 4 and 7. So thank
Okay,
you for being
yeah.
honest.
Mhm.
Journey, do you want to go?
Sure, I don't care.
1 to 10 relational.
Which ones are those again?
Like
what's
the Columbine
one with-
shooter, Vince Vaughn in Dodgeball, or are you Tony Robbins?
I guess like a 6.
6. Okay. Physical. Stephen Hawking, Dwayne Johnson.
6.
It still baffles me that Stephen Hawking managed to find a second human being that would fucking let him.
Probably more than 2.
Not even
Like,
second, multiple.
Let her-
Yeah.
Don't kink shame.
Let her run over him. Let her run
Yeah.
over him.
Don't kink shame.
All right. She was probably on hormonal birth control. That's why she was.
And it loops back.
Financial. Are you a crackhead or are you?
Ryan McMillan said, "Money talks."
He said it like
Does money talk with one of those fucking computerized keypads? Like, oh.
Yeah, that's how he bought it.
Money.
I'll give you money.
A lot.
Financially, what are you? Money talks. What are you financially?
What's the 5?
A used car dealership general manager.
General manager. They probably make a
Jesus.
good amount. Why is that a 5?
I mean, what? Let's say they make. Let's say they make. Okay, that is a good point. Yeah.
Also, are we talking about how much we make or how much we have? Or how much
I value my financial.
like our net worth?
I value
our
my financial
salary?
aptitude beyond how much I earn.
Okay, because last time I said that you were saying the opposite.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. Both of us are debt free, correct? Both of us have like, I don't know how many figures, but like, five, maybe 6 figure, investment accounts. Like, I think
combined, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, both of us have like 6 figure worths, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, both of us have 0 debt.
Mm-hmm.
We take home all of our profit.
I give to charity, but
I do too. But like, I'm like,
I would take up all of mine.
Both of us are not
and
5s.
taxes.
We're not 5s. We're financially at least.
I would say they probably
7s.
Like a car sales manager probably makes more than us.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, does he got as much put away in this nest egg? That's the question.
Well, I don't know. You just said a generic.
All right, like fucking Joe Schmo once again. Like, are you more financially?
I'd say an
than Joe
8. Yeah,
Schmo?
I'd say I'm pretty financially happy.
And spiritually, are you some fucking little cuck, Bill Maher?
I don't like Bill Maher
Or you
that much
Mother
either,
Teresa?
but I'm
You do
I'm
give a
a
lot to charity.
I'm a 1.
You're a 1. Okay. You fucking cuck.
Change it to Benjamin.
What did it say?
It says Bill Maher.
Bill.
Yeah, are you Cherney or
relationally? Are you a 1, 5, 10, somewhere in the middle?
I am tempted to give myself a 10, but I don't think that's fair. So I'm gonna just say with 8.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
Physically, how good do you feel? You think you're like a
Also
1, 5, 10?
Also debating putting 10, but I don't think that's fair. So I'm just gonna say 8.
I mean, I have 10 as Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. Trying to stay humble.
Just put his name.
Wait, no. Do you? What do you think you are?
An 8.
8. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Financially, are you
I'm like a 3 right now.
3? Okay.
Trying to be a 4.
All right. Well, stick with it, and I think you'll be there fast. Spiritually, what are you?
Probably like a 7, maybe 6.
7. I think I think 7 is like a good spot to be. I think if you are thinking that you're a 10, you're not. In any of these, you're delulu for thinking that you're a 10, but especially like spiritually.
what if you actually are?
I think there's like you got to be God to be a 10.
You don't know me. You're not God.
So the Pope's not a 10? Like
He's a 9.5.
No, yeah, like the Pope maybe is a 9, and I don't even know about that.
I've just had a lot of things in my life happen recently that have started clicking for me,
Mhm.
and like my higher power of me have really connected. So I've like really grown in that area specifically recently.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. Like I said, I think a 7 is just about I think a 7 is perfect. Like the 7 is the new 10.
Yeah, I'm in.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe 8. Maybe 8's the new 10.
I'm like,
in that case, I'm a 6 now.
because I believe that there is no growth in contentment. So if you think you're a 10, you're like, I'm just gonna take it easy. I can't improve in any way. There's not gonna be any growth. So I think that 7, 8, that's a perfect area to be.
Oh, I get it wrong.
What do you mean?
I thought you'd say like the parallel from 1 is kind of like introvert to the extrovert. Like I'm the introvert side, so I felt like going to 3.
Well,
but if you like talk about like what you guys just discussed, I would say like I was jump back to 8.
In regards to relational, like relational only occurs between you and other people. So I do think you kind of fairly
I have a good relationship with myself.
Yeah, I love it.
Sure, but all right. All right. So now we're on to Dan. Relational, 1 to 10.
Well, considering I just went through a divorce, I'm going to say fucking 2.
Okay. How are your relations with others, though? There's not just one person.
With other people?
Yeah, not like relationship, like as a like partner, like any relationship.
We're
friends
going
inside.
outside the bun now.
I like Dan. I think Dan's cool.
Okay, so I mean, I can make friends with anybody. According to people, I'm very charismatic, So I'm gonna say, let's go with a 7.
Okay. Physical?
Physical?
Are you Dwayne Johnson?
No, I'm gonna go like a 6.5.
Okay. Financially?
3.
Okay. Spiritually?
3.
Really?
Yeah, that shocks me too.
How do you think you can improve it?
Well, I mean, I could read my big book.
Okay.
I could read my Living Sober book.
What about getting into service? I feel like getting into service is like a great way
I am in service.
Well, getting into more service. They always say double down on your AA.
I have been lacking on meetings.
Yeah, I think you need to double down on it. If you're going to 2 a week, go to 4. If you're going to 4, go to 8. That's a shit ton of meetings.
I haven't gone to any.
Double it.
I haven't gone to any.
Oh man.
Well, then he is doubling it.
Right. Yeah.
That's fucking a dangerous place to be in.
Actually, it's not true. I went on Monday.
And this is if any of our viewers are like struggling with substance abuse or something like that, I am I've been sober for a little bit, and I found now that like 4 meetings a week is my comfort place, and
Why don't you double it?
it's fucking hard, man. Going to a meeting every single.
Well, you're
day of the week.
telling people to go 8 times a week.
If your spiritual foundation is
See, that's
like
another
on
thing I
shaky
want to
ground,
know.
then,
That's another reason why I want a new fucking job. You know, because they have my hours from fucking 8 in the morning until 7 at night. You know what I mean? So I'm working 11 hours every single fucking day. You know, that's another reason I want
You also have to
another
look at
job.
those skills as transferable. So you have organizational, creative skills that you could use in other places.
Oh, trust me, I'm good at everything I do. Like everything, I am good at it. Like if I learn how to do something, I'm always good at it. I'll never be bad at anything I learn how to do. Like people say 100%. Oh, trust and believe I'm gonna be 150%. Nah, I usually don't give 100% because then they expect it all the time. So I'll usually give about like 80%,
But it's other people's 100%.
which is other people's
You
100%.
give 110% and then they exploit you.
Exactly.
That's
So
the
I'm gonna
thing.
give you 80% every time.
That's the thing. They're going to be like, oh, so this job pays between, let's just, for example, $5 to $10 an hour. You can show them $5 an hour
Right.
and do a shitty job, or you do a really good job, be like, this is what maximum $10 is worth.
Like 100%. Like if I go somewhere and they say, oh, we'll pay you blah, 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 certain amount a day. No, you're not getting 100%. You're getting 30. You know? But if I go somewhere where they'll say, oh, well, we'll pay you fucking $18 an hour to start, but when you complete the first year of school, you'll get a $5 raise. Those are the motherfuckers that are going to see 100%.
That's what's wrong is the degrees. They don't look at experience.
So I want to take this time to switch our conversation over.
The college is a scam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like everything is a scam is where what I'm gonna like talk about like this. Wait, I just want to see. Here we go.
What's up with all these books?
So I named this segment "The American Continental Slave Trade," and this is all about the scam of America and how it enslaves us for our entire lives. So, what's the path? How do you become a slave? You go to college. You fund the biggest source of GDP growth that we produce: debt. You get engaged, married, spend conservatively $20,000 on a ring, $40,000 on a wedding, $500,000 on a house. Unless you have all of that in the bank, which nobody does, how do you finance it? Credit.
$20,000 on a ring.
I mean, the
That's very rare.
conventional guideline is to spend what 1/4 or 1/5 of your annual salary on a.
So you'd have to be making 100,000.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Aug is comfortable disclosing it, but Aug said she would not date a guy who makes less than 6 figures, and she's not like crazy. She's not crazy. She's not an anomaly.
Seven.
She said that, but she mistook that for 100,000. She would not settle for a guy who makes less than $100,000 a year, and Ride does make $100,000 a year.
Wow, just out.
Do we really know what
At
Ryan makes?
least. But
The bare minimum.
I mean, I don't know exactly how much Rye spent. All right, maybe he didn't spend 20,000. Maybe he only spent 10,000. I'm not a fucking jeweler. I don't know, but what do you guys think is the typical engagement ring price tag?
Like, I don't know, 2,000 to 5,000.
Is that like 10,000 for like a nice one?
10,000. Okay, so sorry, take 10,000 off this. 40,000 on a wedding. Does that sound crazy?
I don't know how much weddings cost, but probably around.
Oh,
that.
you just
Hopefully that's
long
crazy.
ago.
No.
Yes.
I go to the courthouse.
As someone
Yeah, right.
who's never been married.
Yeah.
I've never been married, never had kids. If I were to get married, I think that the money spent on a wedding would at least, I would rather take a honeymoon. Spend that money on travel.
I'd rather fucking put it into a fucking investment account that can make
Right.
10% annually.
I'd rather pay off my debt.
Yeah.
I know that celebrating with your family and having a white dress and all this stuff
wonderful, sure.
is the dream. Absolutely. But for me,
It's commercialized.
It's commercialized. Exactly.
But so I mean, I don't think that any of my figures. Maybe all right. Maybe I'll adjust what I think a ring costs. We'll say 10,000. I mean, what is it?
You can get a 25-cent ring for one of those candy things, and I would be happy.
You're not the majority. You know that, right?
Whatever.
All right. What does the average bachelor's degree cost? We think $80,000, $100,000, $110,000. That's in principal, and then you add interest to it. So, and what do you think the average house in America costs? Big enough to fit a family? Do we think $500,000?
Barely 500,000.
Yeah.
Good to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're talking about by the time you reach 35, when 35, 40, by the time you get 1/3 of the way through your life, you have 2/3 of your life to go. You are behind $750,000 conservatively in debt, unless you are like a really, really masterful planner. And this is not becoming a NASA astrophysicist. This is not becoming an engineer that's building skyscrapers. This is just being a fucking Joe Schmo. This is to get like a physical therapy degree, or to get a nursing degree, or anything like that, You become enslaved for a bare minimum of 30 years, tethered to your mortgage, tethered to your job. It's the only lifeline that gives you a prayer at paying off your lifetime of debt. Retire and die a few years after you're free because you didn't prioritize your mental and physical health. Do I sound like I'm crazy?
Nope.
Do I need a tinfoil hat?
That
Anyone?
is why I'm in between.
I need a tinfoil hat.
Yeah. No, not at all.
No, Trump with you.
An average wedding ring ranges from 500 to 3,000.
What?
They're not as nearly as
so-
That's like a lot. That's got to be a lot of poor people.
So
It's the average. It's
So-
literally in the middle.
you want me to actually break down the facts of how much a wedding ring really should cost?
Go
A
for it.
wedding ring should actually cost 3 months' salary.
That's usually what I do.
Yeah, that's.
That
yeah,
is
so whose 3 months salary is $500? A poor person.
so
Whose
now
3 months salary
That's
is
what the
$3,000?
convention
so
was
now
like. 30
say
years
I
ago,
make
but it's
let's say
less now.
let's say somebody makes $1,200 a month, you know what I mean? So now 12 and 12 is 24, and then fucking 12 times 3 is I don't know fucking how much. 36. So now that's $3,600. Like, and generally speaking, that's how much a wedding ring should cost.
So
But say you make more money than that a month, you know what I mean? Say you make fucking, let's say, $6,000 a month, you know what I mean? Then bing, bang, boom, you know?
I think Dirty Dan is very generous. Like, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, true love should be anything. Like I said,
It's priceless.
25 cents from a candy machine, but you're talking about like 3 months salary. Like, that's for you. Like that's not just saying for you, but like for as a whole. That's very thoughtful. That's very.
Well, I mean, that's how they did it back in our fucking parents' day, you know what I mean?
You can do it like
But
tips, like
it's
15%.
gotten less now.
All right, but we can all agree what is the biggest ball and chain to wealth building?
Debt.
Well, debt, yes.
Marriage.
Well,
Not the answer he wanted.
I mean, yes, that is for sure true. What is the biggest expense in this equation? House.
Marriage.
I have a theory on how we can.
This is your third theory.
I have a theory on how we can.
I have a theory.
The housing crisis. Housing is going through the roof. I mean, you've seen people. They got these big fucking.
I used to be a bird.
They
used
got
to be a
these
person.
big houses. These big houses, they spend most of their time in their bedroom, in their living room, in the kitchen. They don't use like 75% of the house. Why don't we
Get rid of the kitchen.
Why don't we explore?
Fuck the kitchen.
No more
Let's
hallways.
rent those
Studio
rooms out.
apartments.
No.
No,
Why
I got
don't
a
we
better
explore communal living? So let's
Not bad.
say me, Cherney, Dan, Nate, we're gonna go in on a mansion, but we're gonna only split the expenses in
Mansion?
fours.
That's the thing. Yeah.
If let's say I want to go out on a date with my wife, but I have kids, I don't have to pay a babysitter. One of you guys can do it, and we'll return the favor when it's your date night.
So for the longest time, I've been trying to get Ryan and all to go halves on like 40 acres.
Brian's on board.
We can build 2 houses.
Have you seen the housing prices in like southern Texas? It's outrageous. You can buy mansions in San Antonio and El Paso for $300,000.
Yeah.
And I don't need a mansion to myself, but I could fucking
Go halvesies on.
I could right now go halvesies on a fucking mansion in San Antonio with Cherney. We can root for Wemby. We can fucking we can just become San Antonio Spurs fans. Go start a life. Do you
I
want
don't
to
even like the Spurs, but I do like Wemby.
do you want to Chuck and Lariat down to Texas with me?
I want to get in on that.
You also have to pay attention to the area. Like it's more susceptible to hurricanes, dry weather.
Southwest Texas is?
Southwest
San Antonio's
Texas?
east.
Is
Or,
it? No.
or wait, no, that's
Yeah.
Dallas and Houston.
Yeah, like
Yeah, San Antonio's south.
The
West.
weather, the climate,
it's
what's going on at the border.
that's very fucking xenophobic.
Fuck the
of
border.
you. It's very xenophobic of you to be afraid of
not sorry.
Hispanics.
I'm involved.
not.
I'm involved in
I
communal
never
living
said
right
I was
now.
either. I just said the border situation.
What's
That's
going
all I said.
on?
Situation.
What's the
What's the
situation?
sitch?
What's the situation that I should be fearful of, huh? Other than a lot of Hispanics coming through.
San Antonio's south middle.
South middle. Okay.
Yeah.
Very close to Chihuahuas.
They're devil dogs, by the way.
No.
I'm involved.
Chihuahua's on the southwest.
I'm involved in communal living right now, and I have to say it's pretty great. Actually, honestly, if you get the right people, that's all that really matters.
That's the thing. You gotta find the right people.
For sure, yeah. I mean, and this is probably a good time for us to plug at the Good Faith Podcast. We are down a roommate. Our roommate Vinny just left today to go join the American Continental Slave Trade. Buy a house. I think he's still renting, right?
I think yeah.
But I mean, most people do sign up to be tethered to their job for 30 years to pay off a mortgage.
Well, he's doing it to be with his girlfriend. So.
Yeah, well, that's why everybody buys a single family house, to be with their spouse and their family.
Ryan McMillan said, Vinny be fucking.
Facts. All right. Wait, where's my little?
And when I say it felt good, like the camel noodle soup, good.
Do you guys believe in push presents? Anybody? Do you know what that is?
I don't even know what that
No,
is.
what is that?
Like a push present is an obligatory gift to your baby mama after she pushes out your seed. Not in like a gross way, like gives birth. Not like
Can you explain that one more time, please?
All right, so a push present is
In a
like
regular
after
way.
a woman births the baby, a man gets them a gift. You know what I mean? A push present because they just pushed out their offspring. You know what I mean?
Yes, that is a push present.
I've never heard of it. Never had kids.
I just remembered what
sounds
that
nice.
is.
I can
Sounds
get,
nice.
I can get behind it.
Grew something for 9 months.
Well, did you get a push present?
What is that again?
When you give birth, the husband gives a gift.
So for your 2
Right,
kids,
yeah.
did Ryan give you gifts
Right, where's my gift?
other than the children?
Also, yes.
Yes, you're in favor of it.
I mean, Ryan gave me a lot of support.
Yeah.
I would take that as a gift.
Oh, well, it is for sure.
What? It's like, here, you just burped my baby. Here's a brand new fucking TV.
I'm gonna.
Would that be for him more than her?
That way we can watch the game together.
Sounds like a good deal.
Now that all's still with us and Ryan's home with the kids, he's not babysitting. He's home being a father. That's the gift.
Yes. I mean, facts. Like,
He's a
right.
dad.
I want to thank you, and I want to thank
you for being a dad.
I want to thank all of our viewers. All right, getting a little fucking annoyed here. We're gonna try and wrap this up. We just wanted to talk about one last thing, and that is shame. Dan, do you shame anybody for anything?
Well, I mean, that depends. So, I mean, you can't say the F word anymore. No, I'm not talking about fuck. I'm talking about one of the other ones.
Well,
you know
that
what I
is
mean?
speech.
And now, with that being said, you can't really say your mama jokes anymore because of it. So you could just word them differently now. So you could say your mother is so. Yeah. So you could just say. Yeah. So another way to word it is. Another way to word it is your mother is so diametrically.
It's funnier that way, though.
It's so enhanced that she can use I-95 as a slip and slide.
Oh my god.
Wait, so
You don't have OCD. You have OCD. Okay, thank you. I didn't know my psychiatrist was on here.
what do you think about fat shaming? You like it, right?
Well, I mean, is that fat shaming? It's just wording it differently. Because you can't say fat anymore, apparently.
Did you call me
You're
morbidly obese?
body shaming me. Hate crime.
Well, I think that
Listen.
I think that we are all God's people. We're God's creation. To make your body become fat is like spitting in God's face.
I mean-
it's like, hey, this is the temple that you bestowed me, God. Let me just fucking.
I
It's
disagree.
mental illness.
Let me just.
You want to
treat
know
like
something? The
shit.
reason why it was stopped is because kids are fucking mean. You know, I went to school with this girl named Stacy Gallimore.
Shame on you, Stacy.
And we used to fat shame Stacy all the time.
Oh,
You know what I
man.
mean?
I don't know about this.
She's probably hot now, though.
So
No,
Stacy.
her mom's hot.
Stacy was just like really big. We called her Fat Stacy. We even like
Gee.
made up a song, you know what I mean? We even remixed the song Stacy's Mom. You know, so we would sing Stacy's mom is bigger than Taiwan, you know? And 100%, like 100%, that's probably exactly why, you know what I mean? Why it's wrong to fat shame people because of people like me.
What about you, Nate? Do you care for wetting your whistle on any kind of shame?
Well, I think that it kind of has its places, you know, because like some people could just be acting really wrong and really out of pocket. And like, how do you corral them towards the way that they're supposed to act? You know what I mean? So like something might need a little harder edge, then that would be shame.
Mhm.
You know, so like, but it's only in like really out of pocket circumstances. I really can't think of any off the top of my head, but I can see its place in society.
Like what if a girl was in a sorority and she was enjoying the peak of her youth and she was on hormonal birth control, so there was no consequences that could result. She was using protection, but she was still fucking 200 guys per semester.
Very
Would you
uncareful.
slut shame her, or is that her like right?
Well,
is that like?
I think that's kind of her right, and I think that any slut shaming that would come out of that would really just be jealousy and other emotions that are misguided. You know what I mean? So it would just be like it would come out as the outlet of slut shaming, but it would be really be other deep down issues of the other people coming out.
Do you think that she could potentially make a great wife?
Well, I don't know about all that.
Why not? That's fucking shameful.
Why can't they grow?
Well, yeah, see, like that would be the thing, because like
I mean, the fucking diameter of their pussy hole would definitely grow.
I mean, like, see, the thing is like my thing on change is that we've seen people change for the worse, right? They've become worse. People say that people don't change, but that's not the truth. I've seen people become worse, so the same logic applied says that they can become better too. Like the only thing that would make sense if like change just didn't happen, but if people can become worse, they can also become better.
It would not be
tight, yeah.
It would not be tight.
But
vaginas don't work like that, right?
Yeah, that's just resilient.
I mean, fucking Cherney, do you believe that we ought to bring back shame, or do you think that it's
I think more along the lines of like interventions than shame. Shame has like negative connotation, like you're bullying them.
What is an intervention other than loved one shaming someone for their demeanor?
Yes, but I'm saying shame has like more of a negative connotation to it, like you're bullying them. In an intervention, you're saying it more in a nice way with your loving family and friends. It's
There's
not
a
like
very
some
fine
guy saying,
line.
"Hey, you're fucking
Like,
fat,"
but you are still
are you
using
shaming
shame.
or are you bullying?
You're shaming.
That's the thing. There's
An
a fine
intervention
line
is
on that
shaming a loved
definition.
one.
Well, shaming can also be phrased as bullying.
So my
Not to that extent, though.
I think there's
Like,
a line
there-
between shaming and
there's-
bullying.
my older brother.
That line is, so if we go back to our ancestors, okay? So if we're in a society and we're gathering and foraging, hunting, whatever, if you're going to shame somebody, all right, they're like, oh, well, I'm not worthy of this tribe. I'm not going to fit in, and they're going to cast you out. Obviously, that's not what our society is anymore. All right. So shaming is societal standards, and to uphold standards is to get rid of chaos. You can't have chaos, which is what our country is going into. Unfortunately, that's my opinion. You don't have to go-
Do you think
you don't
that
have to go with
shame
me?
is? Do you think there's a correlation between how we cannot shame people anymore, or will be canceled, and the chaos that we are drifting towards?
Between the cancel culture and the
Mhm.
shaming, there's no shame. We have to accept everybody as they are.
Yep.
That is like the downfall of
There's
where we're
no
going.
consequence.
Wouldn't cancel culture be shaming?
Yes.
You're
It
literally
is.
shaming people.
Exactly. But cancel
But it's
culture,
it's
it's
You're like
also
shaming, like
bullying.
shaming.
It's also bullying. You're basically saying like you have no right to say anything, and we're just going to cancel you out, and we're going to like.
So that would be a
muzzle you.
point against shaming, because that's shaming right there.
That's bullying.
Yeah, so my older brother was living with me at one point when I was in my active addiction. Like I was doing nothing but shooting crystal meth all day, every day. And my brother was staying with me. So when my brother was staying with me, like I was in my room all twacked out, you know what I mean? Like people's all big. I'm mad paranoid. I hear like mad stuff falling, you know what I mean? And I hear something like my brother like comes out of the bathroom, like trips and falls, and his head goes through the wall. I said, "You fat sloppy bitch, get up! You're destroying my house. I'm gonna lose my deposit." You know, and I'm like freaking out, you know what I mean? Because I'm already paranoid. And now, like, I hear all this noise, and I come out, I see his head's through the wall. And now I'm like, damn, I'm going to lose my deposit. So now I got to go out to Home Depot. Mind you, it's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. You know what I mean? I'm on my way to Home Depot. And everybody's like, damn, where are you going? Home Depot. Then it's 3 in the morning. Get the fuck in the house type shit. You know what I mean? So finally I go back inside. So was I bullying him? Yes. Was I shaming him? No.
My question is your brother okay?
Oh no, my brother's a complete idiot.
Well, no, but like if he put his head through the wall, like
Oh yeah, he was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he was absolutely 100% A-okay. He just saw stars.
Did you like pop into your room through the wall? That would have been hilarious.
Oh my
No, actually, it was just like in the
the
hallway wall. Like his head was like
Oh yeah!
through the bathroom wall, like into the living room. You know?
Here's Johnny.
So I'm like, what the fuck? I thought I was seeing things at first because I was up so long.
Right. Imagine him busting through your room wall though.
Yeah, like I thought I was up way too long. I thought I was seeing things. Like I thought I was just like skitzing out, you know? I thought it might have been a shadow person, but no, it was. So I walked up to see if it was like real, so I smacked him in the face. Yeah, just gave him a real quick smack to the face to see if he was real or not.
Yo, I'm just going through my El Gato, and I added this for you.
Drew.
Everybody know that's Big Dick B.
It's a stinger.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, so my brother got smacked in the face, and he's like, "What was that for?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"I don't know." Like, mind you, like I walk out, there's like blood like dripping down my arm. Daniel, you're bleeding.
Yeah.
He's more worried about me
Oh God, dude.
because I was bleeding.
Well, thank God you're here now.
Yeah, right.
All right. So I think it's about that time. It's getting kind of late. Probably time that we wrap it up. But I'm always scuffing this fucking podcast.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says pocket.
All right. Can I get a closing remark from each of you? Connor? I want a
Next.
closing remark. Get it. Say something.
Start with-
Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you. Jesus.
I'll
Christ.
go. Make good choices.
There you go. Good choice.
Fog, do you have a closing remark?
Closing remarks. Finally, I have a baby-free night, so I'm happy.
Woo!
Woo-hoo. Trini, do you have a closing remark?
Thank you everyone for watching. If there is anyone through all this stuff that we've had,
for sure not. This stream will serve for the purpose of making shorts, and I'm gonna have to edit this for the living fuck out of
I invited my coworkers. So.
it. You invited your coworker?
Or
Did they subscribe?
to listen, yeah.
Did they subscribe?
No idea.
Kelly's coworker, if you didn't subscribe, you're out.
that's how you get people.
Is that shameful? Is that shameful?
No,
Is that
it's
shameful?
an old job.
Nate,
Old job. Yeah.
Nate, do you have any closing remarks?
Hell yeah. I want to say, reach for the stars. Nothing is impossible because even the word itself is impossible.
Facts.
You're done. You're done.
Deuces, motherfuckers, live long and prosper.
Please.
Crack.
Drop the mic.
Yeah, he seemed to